Top of the top. What's up, y'all? Back again. Back. Thursday. 4/10/2025. We up. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's good? We up. What's up, Nevin? Hey, Nevin, you be disappearing, but you been around for years. I know you be around. Like I said, I know a lot of people be around that don't be in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's up, everybody in the back. They didn't think I was going to be on early today. What's up, main event? Shout out to the new people. Shout out to everybody that's here too. Everybody that appreciate the content. We just having fun, talking about real talk. That's it. We just talking about the stuff that people talk about behind the scenes. That's it. What's up? Good morning, Miss Mississippi. I see everybody up and ready today. What's up, Tiger? Yeah, I could have started at 6. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, tribe? What's up, everybody? QB, once again, good morning, Fatima. Good morning, Miss Mo Better. Yeah, hopefully everybody good today. That's right. Rise and grind, y'all. Rise and grind, rise and shine. Shout out to everybody that's up, doing what they got to do. It's a new year. It's a good year, y'all. Trust me on that. Things rough. It's going to smooth out. I got some rough things I got to smooth out, but it's going to be all right. Trust me. Let's go. Who up? I'm watching the chat. What's up, Humble? Good morning, Reed. I'm about to take off today. I got a lot to talk about today, y'all. We talking about the end of an era, man. The end of an era. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, sister. Good morning. Good morning, Big Phil. What up, bro? What's good? You in the gym, bro? What's up? Yeah, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I said it this one, but when I'm about to start doing it, like I said, it's spring now, so I'm gonna be making sure I be taking my walks every day. I said every day I'm gonna take my walk. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be how I earn my meal. I gotta walk and go get it. Yeah. So I got my ways of doing what I do too. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bam? Shoot to everybody that's up. We're gonna get into what's up, Shaolin. What's going on, Shaolin? What's going on? Also, shout out to Staten Island, man. Let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about. Yo. It's not stopping. So look, right? All right, y'all. We going on the journey today. We're going on a journey today. We got a lot to talk about, and I gotta take my time so I don't miss nothing. Y'all know I've been talking about stuff. We've been talking about stuff like you really pay attention. This talk with Jay-Z being a 2.5 billionaire. All right, that's one thing. There's no way to prove it. Who cares anyway? But there's some things coming out, y'all. I told you that man was a finesser. I told you he was a scammer. I told you that he preys on certain people. I'm not going to even say the words today. I just want y'all to pay attention. When I said they're not just Geppettos because of sex, no. They're Geppettos because they prey on youngsters. Keep telling y'all this. You're going to see all of them. Diddy got to school. Jay-Z got to school. LeBron got to school. But I don't think that's LeBron. I'm not even going into that. I just want y'all to pay attention. We're going to go deep. We're going to look at some stuff. But the truth is, as of today, Jay-Z is being accused of leaving students in debt. Under that rap stuff, like I keep telling y'all, rap, Rock Nation. So the kids, instead of going to a real college, they went to a Rock Nation college. But guess what, y'all? They told them they was in a program where everything was going to be free. You know, I thought he was so rich, I thought he at least could pay for them kids' tuition. But guess what happened, y'all? When it was all said and done, some students found out they owed $25,000, $26,000 debt. So one particular person, they had to get something worked out. He left them kids with debt because what a lot of people didn't know, those schools were hustles. I was just talking about it the other day, y'all, when I said, remember all the commercials coming on, go to school. Lil Romeo, go to school. All them people that went to school for them damn commercials in debt right now if they ain't pay their debt, and the student loan people not playing. So Jay-Z not only left them people in debt, them youngsters in debt, he also put them in position to ruin their life, y'all. Yes, because they not playing with that no more. Them outstanding debts, they not playing that. Meaning those youngsters' life will be ruined before they even graduate. They'll be backed up in credit or they'll be messed up. Yeah, that's what he did to them. Because people didn't understand they were opening up these schools, giving black hope and robbing people. I know another school that happened to. I'm just gonna be honest. It was another school. I know I went through it. I know about it, y'all. Trust me. I'll tell you a hint. Guy had a school. Next, the school lost accreditation. But meanwhile, the owner, he got all foreign cars. He balling. Yeah, they were using schools as fronts too, y'all, to get that money, finessing the student loan. Yes, a lot of people from them drug dealer eras, y'all, you got to understand that from back in the day. They learned many ways to make money in the new day. When I told you it's people from a certain era, them baby boomers, them 60s, they always going to pursue money at a different level. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always going to go to jail for scamming or never getting enough. But what y'all going to see today is Jay-Z was robbing students through schools. Even though we got proof recently, when Beyonce had to do Netflix, they went to the HBCUs and got the kids to perform because they know they don't got to pay college kids, y'all. It is very simple. This is what they do. Go to HBCUs to get the children so they don't got to pay them. When he got in trouble, he gets money to HBCUs. I told you, they always hovering over the HBCUs because they've been through, that's their real fan base. Those are the ones that look up to them, y'all. But Jay-Z, Rock Nation, whatever school, whatever, it's all alleged, but allegedly them kids in debt. But then I'm going to prove to you how it was said that he did the same thing in Philly. Scamming on kids in Philly with charter schools. Y'all don't get it. My smart people, pay attention today. Pay attention today. Who had a school? OPRAH had a school. What you heard about these people? What you heard they into? I'm talking to smart people. Because today I ain't going to say no words. Well, I'm gonna give you the pattern. Diddy got a school. Jay-Z had a school. OPRAH had a school. Braun had a school. All right. What's up, Latavia? What's up? Where you been at? You know what's funny? I was looking at the moderators yesterday, and I saw your name. I was like, I wonder where Latavia at. I ain't see you in a minute. What's up? Good to see you, Latavia. Day one. We over 1,000, Latavia. What's up? Miss Mo Better. All right, EK69. Shout out to the new people. Shout out to Lightbringer, always active in the chat. Shout out to the nerds in the chat. A+. HBCU, before they were history, were dominating white schools prior to civil rights scams. Yes, because yes, it was a time when blacks were getting highly educated, guys. Highly educated back then would have been considered highly brainwashed. And yes, like I keep telling people, that's when blacks were in favor. Yes, blacks were in favor because they were specifically making sure they give blacks extra special privileges. They was making sure they was doing a lot of that to piss off the whites. Yeah, because after slavery, I kept telling people after slavery, African Americans were the favorite, y'all. Everything that's going on with the migrants, people complain about, cry about. The truth is, every single thing going on with the migrants now happened with black people. So it's a lot of reasons why white people was mad at black people. Because they created a hate. The same way they created in your era to hate white people. Back then, after slavery, actually during slavery, that's why I say slaves are more important than poor white trash. Slaves are more important than the overseer. Slaves are property worth a lot of money that make you a lot of money. So they got special treatment, y'all. Yes, man. Yes, it's way deeper than people know. So even after slavery, the blacks were in favor because African Americans, I tell y'all, was a created entity. They were created to be who they are. So in order for them to be created, they were in favor because they had to go through a whole brainwash system. They were in favor. That brainwash system was called a highly educated. Remember that. Highly educated in what? A particular culture, but not in real culture or all cultures. See what I'm saying? They were highly educated in a particular culture. Remember that part. A particular knowledge and information that was given to them. But the truth is they were in favor. Yes, they were. And that's what pissed a lot of whites off. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff they was doing. So then it was always musical chairs. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get to, so I'll give you a hint. After slavery, with their rebuilding stuff, blacks were in favor. But then after that, they put blacks in their place when whites became the favorite. If I say they go back after Hollywood, and then another reason why a lot of people got tricked to go against the country and you affiliate white with flags and clan, all this stuff, is because People don't understand history. It was a time when the Klan took over the country, y'all, and they took over the government, and they took over a lot of stuff. That's why when I tell you in your brain to this day, you still thinking of Martin Luther King days, because when you see American flag, you still think about back then. You think about when white people and people was whipping ass with that flag in the background. Nah, you don't understand. It was racism that took over the country, and they took over the American flag. And that's why a lot of y'all was tricked to go against the flag, because you kept affiliating the flag with just white people. The flag, American, means white people, because you've been disfranchised from your country and America. All this shit was mental, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why your whole life, when you look at that American flag, you think white people. I know what you think. You think white people. See? Yeah. That was the biggest trick ever played. When if you're just going to talk to me about slavery, and after that, well, common sense will tell you, if after slavery was Buffalo Soldiers, what were they waving? American flags. When every one of your black people went in World War I, II, what was they waving? American flags. Common sense. See? But you just want to keep affiliating flags with white people in the Klan. I told you that's how you got tricked. When you forgot that people was homeowners, they were waving that American flag, y'all. They went overseas and fought, came back, and put that American flag up in their house right here. You see what I'm saying? But you got disenfranchised, and that's why people are called foreigners now. You're called foreigners for a lot of reasons. All right? So I ain't trying to go there, but we're going to talk about a lot, because a foreigner named Jay-Z robbed the kids. Yeah. So when you got a tuition for kids, say the tuition for he can make up a number. Say his tuition could have been $80,000. Yeah. And he got all these students. Also, it is said that dozens worldwide will be implicated in the Diddy case. Worldwide, y'all. Dozens are going to be revealed. Worldwide. We already know one person overseas hiding out. French Montana. He's in Dubai, allegedly. Worldwide, y'all. It's worldwide. That's what's going down. So anyway, we about to get into it today. It's still an intro. What time is it? I don't even know. We up. Well, I'll read in the chat. What's up, Amina? What's up, Heather Hunter? What's up? Every time I see that name, what's up, Peter? Good morning, Peter. For just a month, you can help support a little rapper. Get a little food. What's up, Peter? All right, Carmen. All right, y'all. We about to get. What's up, Ted? Appreciate everything. Appreciate all y'all. We about to get into it. I'm letting y'all holler at each other. Let's go, because I got a lot to talk about. What else we gonna be talking about? Soulja Boy, he got to pay a woman. That victim he got in court, Soulja Boy, she won $75 million from his ass. Yep. Once again, the narrative of rappers are Rick. Same thing. We also got to take a look at DR.DRE. It's a closeout. We've been talking about DR.DRE. It's all out now, y'all. And what I'm really peeping is, y'all, the truth is, like I've been saying and what I'm seeing. Let's go. What I'm saying is this, y'all. This is the truth. This is the honest God truth. That's why a lot of us we have to leave this alone, meaning we cannot look at it the same, because we're not supposed to. It's just music, right? I'm looking at the reality of the truth is they all are older now, y'all. That's why it's the end of an era. Thank you, Ted. The truth is, y'all, they are older now, family. They're in their 50s and 60s now, man. The truth is, that's just what it is, y'all. So that's why I say, if I was to sit here and say I was waiting for the Chronic album, that really would mean I'm delusional, y'all. Fam, what the hell is wrong with you? You still waiting on a DR.DRE album before he's 60 years old. You get what I'm saying? I was trying to show you how this hip-hop thing do us. Jay-Z is 55, about 56, but something like that. They closer to 60 than 50, y'all. That's why I say it's a big difference in this thing. They 57, 55, Snoop, but it's showing you they the only ones you got left. We got left. They're showing you that it's over, y'all. It been over. And it's showing us that the main ones are old, but nobody else was on their level. And it also is the proof that they was the ones that controlled it. So like I said, I always knew this. But if you didn't know, you got your proof that you was never going to get bigger than Jay-Z, Diddy, 50 Cent, and a few others. We also going to look at today how they all been connected the whole time. DR.DRE, we're going to look at today how it's always been a big family, how it's always been control, y'all. It's always been one thing. You're going to go through one of those doors and end up at the same path. And it's over, y'all, for many different reasons. But the main, even if it wasn't about trouble, it's over because of time. It's over because of lifespan. Nothing lives forever. And nothing lives forever without reproducing, y'all. This was an era. I'm talking about the particular era, 2000 to 2025. Because they said it's 50 years, I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to just say 75 to 2000, that's 125 years. I'm going to say 2000, 2025, we know for a fact rap became something else. We also know the truth. It's playing out in your face too, something we missed, something we didn't catch because we was all stupid, drunk and high maybe. New York, check this out, New York. This we didn't catch. You see how they all on the stage? 2008. This is also the same exact day where Diddy smacked Jay-Z on the you know what. Yeah, his backside. This is what we didn't catch, New York. When New York City had the crown, had all these rappers winning in the same state. For some reason, they couldn't get along. They stayed beefing. They stayed hating each other. They stayed going at it. But then as time went on, we wasn't looking. And these guys also knew rap was dying. That's why meaning they knew it was going to Atlanta. I broke it all down. When I say they knew it was dying, they knew that hip-hop had to make a shift. They knew it was going to Atlanta, and this is when they were in Atlanta. This was like when they was making the big change. And remember, it was the I Get Money remix. Then all of them wanted to come together. You're going to see. They didn't all come together till New York had already lost the game. This was right around the time when Nas had already said hip-hop was dead. So you get the picture. Remember, this is also the time before Nas even made up with Jay-Z. And he already told us hip-hop was dead. So we also see them coming together. But New York had already lost the crown. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, after 50 Cent had already lost to Kanye in that battle. Yes, y'all. So these are two questions to ask yourself, New York. When they was always beefing with each other, was it for real or was it fake? Today, I explained to you, it was all fake. Let me show you how easy it is. Steve Stout is the key piece. Steve Stout was Nas' manager. Steve Stout is the one that helped Jay-Z get that S. Carter deal. Steve Stout is the one that helped 50 Cent get the G-Unit deal. Steve Stout is the one Puffy allegedly cracked in the head with a bat. All lies. Jay-Z and 50 never had beef neither because of Steve Stout. If I say, y'all, they all was acting like they had beef all those years, y'all. Because I told you, in the hip-hop game had to be dysfunction. Gangster rap had to be dysfunction. Gangster rap had to always have beef. See, back in the day, remember gangster rap? The real gangster rap, back in the days, real gangster rap was guys that were gangster that started rapping. Or it was guys that were rapping had gangsters with them. But the real gangster rap back then was the gangster rap, you really would get your ass shot or stomped out or beat up. Mob Deep, stuff like that. It was real gangster rap. But after this era, y'all, it wasn't real gangster rap. This part of rap, you know what they was doing to make it gangster? Starting beef with each other. They would start beef with each other, and then what happened? Some things that happened. But like I tell you, when you look at all of their beefs, you always see it was their sidekicks getting shot and smoked, going to jail. It was their entourages catching all the charges in hell. It was never them, y'all. They would never put a finger on each other. You would never get a story of them screaming on each other. You would only get played through lyrics because they were smart enough back then. I throw some of the lyrics at 50, they're going to go run by the album. 50 know I throw something at him, they're going to go buy the album. Meanwhile, they all with the same people, sit in backgrounds and laugh. Let me get another connection, y'all. These stuff I always knew. But I just wanted to show people I've never been no hater, man. I'm not here to stop nobody money. It's over with. So being at Disneyland is over with. I can tell you the truth now. To give you proof, Jay-Z and 50 always been cool. Well, I'll give you a hint. Destiny Child was signed to Columbia Records. 50 Cent was signed to Columbia Records, his first record. He always been around each other. He always knew Beyonce. Nas been down with Sony. He always knew Beyonce. 50 and Nas might have knew Beyonce more than Jay-Z, if you want to be technical. All right? And mind you, Diddy's over all of them. So I'm trying to show you it being connected. Then what? We go to the West Coast. Still Dre. What happened? Who wrote the verse for Still Dre? In them Lolos, girl. Jay-Z wrote the verse. When he write the verse? After Pac died. On what? Chronic. What? 99, something like that? Yeah. So even though Pac was telling you about Jay-Z before Jay-Z was a star, when it was all said and done, when Pac died, you seen Jay-Z write for Dre. Tell you everything was being connected. It was always fake beef, y'all. They are entertainers, y'all. It's just that the gangster rap program was a highly sophisticated psychological music. Also, for my people that know the science, after 2000, music went to another megahertz. When they started dealing with music in a scientific form, this when the beats from Swiss Beats, Timberland, and all them other things started taking off, and the keyboard started to change. My people that know music, you know about the MPC, but you also know about the Trinity, the Triton, and the chord. And you'll know about how the keys started changing because they started to change the music to change the frequency. And the frequency was being changed through the keys and the 808s, the bass. Then you're going to see certain drugs started coming out to make you grab the music more because music went into a psychological thing, y'all. In reality, Jay-Z is like a magician. He's like a magician on a mic. He's really like a magician that knows how to work spells on people, but not only that, he knows how to work his magic through the microphone and on their stage, y'all. No, they magicians, y'all. But they never all had beef, y'all. So you see them, right? Now, mind you, this is also, remember when 50 and Kanye had that fake stare down beef? Every single beef, every single thing in this game was nothing but marketing schemes. And all of their labels was behind it because this is before social media, y'all. And we couldn't prove nothing. We didn't have no pictures. You feel me? It was just about what? The music, and we go about our business. We didn't know about personal life. We didn't care. We didn't look at pictures all day. We didn't care, right? So that's why all of this stuff was going on, and we ain't had no clue. Like I said, we had stuff going on. We didn't care neither. Top of the top, we up. We up. Let's go. All right? End of an era, y'all. It came and went. That's why I say everybody's chasing smoke, y'all. Under each one of them, it's not even a top 3 Diddy. If I say, yo, who's 2 people right now just like Diddy? All right, who in Atlanta, what's the 2 people just like him under him? What 2 people from Brooklyn like him? What 2 people from Chicago? None, it ain't none. You didn't even see Freeway there. Who's the Freeway right now? It's none. It's for a reason, because it passed already, y'all. So that's why I say, right? It was set up to be like that. Remember we was young and we always had to hear about the old heads telling us did that and the third. Now you in the generation where you the old head. And people gonna still be talking about this and holding on to this. But it's not about that. The most important thing I've been said is for everybody to get their favorite music. Said that a minute ago because I know what's going on. It's the end of an era. It's the end of a time. Chapter has closed. Even though that man told you a long time ago, if you want the old him, buy the old album. He's not that no more. Jay-Z showed you he changed when he was walking around barefoot in open-toe sandals, man. Sitting in beach chairs. He been showed that a long time ago, y'all. All right? So, yeah. Let's go. It's history now. This is history. So when I kept telling you, you were taught that your history, you always got to go back to the 60s. No, this is history right here, y'all. We're going back 25 years. 25 years. I did it specifically like that because Jay-Z he became a superstar, but in 2000, he was a superstar. That's where it started at. Kanye come from him. Rest of them, 2005. Diddy ushered all of them in. Without Diddy, wouldn't have been them. So when I said that, when Diddy said out his mouth, he put Jay-Z under the wing. Because Tupac already knew he put Jay-Z under the wing because Tupac already knew. Because of what? Brooklyn. Certain things was already bubbling. Word of mouth. Industry talk. They knew about that kid named Jay-Z was on the come up. They knew about all this stuff. Because what? How did they know about Jay-Z? Because of Haitian Jack, fool. Because Haitian Jack with Foxy Brown. See? Y'all ain't peeped that out. Also, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to see something. Foxy Brown was with Haitian Jack. After the beef died out, you're going to see Foxy Brown was with who? Corrupt. Even though Foxy Brown was on what? Def Jam, East Coast. I told you Foxy Brown's a major player. That's why she stay out the way. Foxy Brown knows a lot. So, Jay-Z first song was on Ain't No, but like I said, Foxy was down with Haitian Jack and them behind the scenes, which means Tupac. Tupac didn't like Jay-Z, but Foxy put him on, you know what I'm saying? His career starts with that. Jay-Z is manufactured, y'all. Foxy had more pull than him. Foxy was tied in with the same exact people Wyclef was tied in with. Same exact people. When you heard that, when I proved to you last week that Wyclef is, you're going to see Destiny Child Beyonce was tied in with Wyclef first, which means Foxy Brown been knew who? Beyonce. Because Foxy Brown and Wyclef Fugees was tied in with the same gangsters. Haitian Jack and them. And Jay-Z knew his place back then. They would have extorted his ass. He had no power. All right? So showing you he was always controlled, y'all. But I'm not just saying that. We're going through an era. Today we're talking about how Jay-Z is accused of starting the school in 2021 in a pandemic when everybody in the house. A college where these kids were told it was going to be tuition free. But in the end, they got left with $25,000 out of debt. And now we're in a world where debt will ruin your life. Have I not been showing y'all about the debt slaves? Jay-Z knows about this. He knows in this present day and time, when you got all this debt, you a debt slave. So he left the children of the future that went to his school with debt. Because I told you, they plot on the youngsters. They manipulate the youngsters. But I'm not just going to say they, it's him. The predator. Let's go. All right? Let's go. Top of the top, we up. I think I might do a takeover today. Let's go. Get your stuff ready. Get your coffee ready. Get your blunts ready. Get your stuff ready, y'all. Let's go. Jay-Z Rock Nation School under fire as students feel deceived. Huh? Students feel deceived because he's a deceiver. Around here, you already know everything. He's a deceiver. He owned the Brooklyn Nets, a deceiver. When I tell you and told you, he don't like them people. His whole career has been manipulating, monopolizing. When you sit back and look, he did nothing. When I said he didn't even speak at a podium, he did not give you no proof he loves those people, not once. Jay-Z's Rock Nation School under fire as students feel deceived over debt-free promise. I'm starting to get a clue how he been getting his money. Because I know he did not make success off an album in a long time. If I asked you to prove to me how he has 2.5 billion, you couldn't prove it. Even though his wife does Levi commercials. Even though you heard about him not paying people. If I asked you to prove to me, who did he make rich? You couldn't do it. Who did he make successful? You couldn't do it. Who is still in this game that he created that is still winning? You couldn't do it. This is your proof you've been deceived. If you still believe in him, you're still a child. Why? These kids believed in him. They got deceived. It's in your face. Told you. What did I keep telling y'all? I said their biggest charges is they didn't do nothing for black people. That's their biggest charges, but y'all won't get that part. All right? Screw all the sex stuff today. Throw it out the window. Let's say there ain't no proof on none of that. You got proof he didn't do nothing for his people. You got proof he didn't do nothing in what? 25 years. You got proof he's an old ass man. He ain't do nothing. Which means what? He already been old and matured. He been grew out his ways. He been could have changed his way. He been could have did something great. But he showed you he didn't want it. All right? Not only that, they go to the hood. Not the regular neighborhood because they know who to play with. They ain't going to go to no suburb and promise them parents free education. They going to go to their hood where they pour it on purpose. When they go to New York, he ain't going to Long Island. He ain't going to take it to Queens. He ain't going to Brooklyn. He going to go to the Bronx where it's fair game at. Because in hip-hop, when it started, it was done in the Bronx. And that's where them kids got violated. Because it was always sanctioned. You can violate Bronx kids. Just like out of state, everywhere got their place. In Philly, you can abuse those kids, just like Chicago. You need some kids to abuse, you go to Chicago, you go to Philly. That's why he did what? He also went to Philly and tried to get what? A charter school from what? Kindergarten on up. Because the dream works when you go to the hood. But for my people that know what's behind that, y'all know about them pipelines, don't y'all? Yeah. I'm not talking to dumb people today, y'all. Today they got to catch up. Everything in code today. Yeah. Let's go. Jay-Z Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment. LeBron James, we're going to talk about him. Huh? Long Island University. My mother used to work right across the street from there. Yeah, downtown. Let's go. Down the street from Junior's. Let's go. All right? He put a Rock Nation school. He also know that's what kids be inspired to do something great. So instead of letting them kids be, I told you, it's the rap that take the kids off the course. It's set up when you're so-called from that community. It's set up a certain way no matter how educated you get. If your ass deal with that rap, you're going to be half smart. They know as long as you deal with that rap, yeah, you're going to school for that, but you ain't going to be the greatest at that. You're going to be an accountant, but you're going to still love rap. You're going to still go to clubs and do other stuff. You ain't going to be great. Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment at Long Island University, Brooklyn, has come under scrutiny over its promise that its students would be able to graduate debt-free. False promises. Whole life, false promises. Because you can promise them anything and you can do whatever. It ain't nothing going to happen anyway. They're fair game. Predator, prey. Who's the prey? The community is the prey. That's why I told you they're predators for many reasons. Everything is not. Today, I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to throw all the SEX out the window today to show you what it is, and I ain't making no jokes. They're predators for different reasons. They're predators on your pockets. They're predators on your kids' pockets. When they told you hip-hop was a what, young man's game, that means grown-ups been preying on our young pockets. That's why my dumb ass is going buying records at 10 years old, buying tapes at 12, all right? Sneaking with music at 13 like a pervert, listening to NWA, all right? Because we were being preyed on. And the headphones was for, you know what, young man, young lady, the headphones are so when you hear this perverted music and criminal music, your parents won't hear it. We're going to pervert y'all. Go get a gun. Go shoot somebody. See what I'm saying? No, the industry is set up that way. All right? They're predators for many reasons. Also, you know why they're predators? Because they don't care about no life. Remember that. Which means they all know what they do and always did. So when you talk to me about a person being a billionaire, show me some success. All right? I saw the Yeezys on people's feet. I know Yeezys right now worth thousands of dollars right now. All right? I seen other people sell you liquor poison. Let's go. In a report by akademiks, a number of current or former students opened up about their experience at the school, saying they feel deceived after being saddled with thousands of dollars of debt. Thanks, Jay-Z. Put them kids in debt. Then on top of that, to prove he a scammer, he started it in the pandemic 2021. Then we heard Jay-Z got a what? PPP loan too, but he's a billionaire. Whatever. The school, which opened in 2021, offered some students what it called a Hope Scholarship. Hope. I hope I graduate. I hope I make it out the ghetto. I hope I be somebody. But when you go to school under rap, you ain't going to be nothing. You don't even know, people ain't going to respect that paperwork. You don't even know that. All right? You and three people looking for the same job. You, Rock Nation, one HBCU, huh? One went to UCLA. Who you think gonna get that job? Huh? That's how the shit work. Let's go. Huh? The school, which opened in 2021, offered some students what is called a Hope Scholarship. A Hope Scholarship. It's in the code. Told you, when you from the hood, you don't know American language, you don't know nothing. It's right there in your face. Hope Scholarship, which means what? It ain't solid. It ain't solid. It ain't solid. It's right in your face. Hope Scholarship, which was for applicants with the highest amount of financial need. One of the first students to be offered one of these scholarships was a woman named Justice Stevenson. All right? I'm going to go back into it. Let's go. I'm going to just read through it real quick. Who claims she was later informed that she owes $26,000 in student debt. Managed to negotiate this figure. So she had to call IRS and work it out, because that's what you got to do. I was just telling y'all last week, if you've been to school and you did not talk to them, your ass is in debt if you did not pay them. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care who you are. They're not playing. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying that because I know some people went to school. They might be in different living situations. You ain't been getting your mail. You might have got it under an old ass email. If you do not pay on this shit and acknowledge it, your life is ruined. All right? That's what he did to them. So this person had to, negotiate the figure down to $5,000 after providing proof that she was offered a debt-free education by the school. Dozens of other students are also reportedly in a similar situation after receiving letters. So you got the proof right here. The student had to provide proof that she was promised debt-free education. And it was a lie, which means he ran off with the money. Simple. Now let's say the school got 100 kids, 200 kids. Let's say that. Let's say the tuition was $80,000. Bingo. Also, this is to deceive. This is how they pause. Let's say them kids was smart out the ghetto. They were smart, about to be something decent. Get them in them schools, ruin their ass, crush their hopes, put them in debt. They never get out the hood. Crush their self-esteem. Keep them depressed. Keep them in failure. Make it where nothing never worked right. That's what he did, y'all. Predator. Don't talk to me about no rap no more, y'all. Huh? Predator. And guess what? He ain't gonna stop, right? Somebody's child has been going to Disney. Somebody's child was in a movie. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. After receiving letters informing them they would be able to graduate, they would not be able to graduate without incurring any debt. So look, this was a typo, not by me. All right. So basically they were told if they don't pay that debt, they can't graduate. But he's rich, y'all. So you got the proof. Even when it came down, this right here got me tight. Because this, once again, this Brooklyn. This is what he did to Brooklyn kids, y'all. You got your proof now. You got your proof. Screw all that other stuff. You got your proof. This is what he did to Brooklyn kids. He didn't even want to pay for them to go to school. He didn't even want it free. But you want me to keep that he's a billionaire. Even though his wife got to keep working, Netflix. Even though they lost DIDDY deals. Even though all this stuff going on, I hope he get what he get, all of them. One way or another, he going to get what he's supposed to get. So talk to me now, y'all. He robbed Brooklyn kids. Not only robbed, he put them in debt. That's worse. If I take your credit card and if I'm your friend and I scam your ass and run all your stuff up, y'all, and I mess you up, bro, and I did you like that, what you gonna say, bro? I messed up your credit. You was my peoples. Before I done took out loans, all type of shit in your name. Ran your shit up, 25,000. What you gonna say, bro? That's what he did to them kids. So he gonna get his, y'all. He's not going out. This alone gonna break it. He going down, y'all. I'm telling you, man. Either way, he gonna get his. This is foul what he did, y'all. But guess what? They wouldn't stop. And guess what else? It's my opinion. Everything I say is my opinion. Nothing I say is a fact. Nothing I say is for real. Don't believe nothing I say. It's not a coincidence he started in 2021 in the pandemic because they be knowing what's about to happen. Huh? He knew his money was going to get slowed up. Let me start a school real quick. Keep that money going for this pandemic. Meanwhile, eating off that school for the whole 4 years. Checks coming in, checks coming in. Huh? Playing with the kids, y'all. Whitney told you they was the future. He want to tarnish the future, manipulate the future, rob the future, so they have no future. Told you, man, he not from this country, man. He's a foreigner. He's a foreigner. Trust me on that. If I was to ask Jay-Z about any family he has from the South, I bet you that fool ain't got no family down South. I bet you he ain't from the South. Because he's too much of a Yankee, y'all. That's how I know that. He's too much of a Yankee. Too much of a Yankee. Too much of a Yankee. Remember, he was more of a Yankee than Diddy and Russell Simmons. He's a real Yankee. Yes, he is. And the real Yankees, they don't like South people. But really, being that I proved on this channel, the North was a real racist. The Yankees were the real racists. Yes, they were. It's been proven already. Anybody want to debate, go do your homework. Just call Google. Fight Google. Google it. See which state had the most slaves in American history, and you will see it's Massachusetts. Already proved it around here. Not Alabama. I could take Alabama and with another state, and it still won't be more than Massachusetts. Guess who else had slaves? New Jersey, Delaware, New York. But they ain't going to tell you that because the ones that won the war remix history. That's right. But if you look to this day, you'll see to the facts of the facts is the big cities are more on lockdown than anywhere. In the big cities, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. You go down south, you're going to see so many blacks and whites having a ball, having fun. You're going to see where the real racism at. That's right. You're going to see it really on lockdown. It's the Yankees. All right? Jay-Z's a Yankee. That's why I said that. It's a reason for everything. Right? Let's go. He put them kids in debt, y'all. Bondage. Huh? Selling them dreams. Meanwhile, look at the likes on Rock Nation page. Fugazi, bogus. I told you, they don't got no real clout. 300 likes. They don't got, that's their real likes. I already proved that. No, the kids were in a fantasy land from the internet. When I told you Jay-Z and them lost in 2016 after Hillary campaign when Kanye destroyed them, that fool had to open up schools behind your back and get money. That's what he was doing. Getting money. What's up, Shirley's? No. Right now, it should be a campaign protest. He should be forced to pay all that stuff off, his clown ass. As of now, that fool is not no billionaire. He got to prove that to me. I don't believe nothing. Nope. Nope. I don't even believe that dude say so like that. I believe New York bought it a lot. We got proof of the Ciroc boys. We got proof of the Ciroc movement. Yeah, we got proof on a lot of stuff. We got proof on Kanye money. Yup. We ain't got no proof on Jay-Z money like that. Hell no. Hell no. No, we don't. All right, unless you believe in Santa Claus. So look, Rock Nation got exposed, so they had to post and come with some. Matter of fact, this is their post. I'm just going to say that. What an incredible year it was. As we look ahead to the upcoming semester, we're filled with pride and gratitude for the amazing growth of our students have shown throughout the past year. We've witnessed outstanding performances, exciting partnerships, and countless moments of inspiration. Cheers to a year well spent and a bright semester ahead. Learn more about how the Rock Nation School is shaping the next generation of industry leaders. Oh my God. Do you know what they mean by shaping the next generation? I kept telling you, shaping the next generation, brainwash the next generation. That's why the next generation is what? Dummies, because they've been shaping the next generation. The philosophy of who? You know who and you know what? Shaping the philosophy, shaping the mind, brainwashing, making them stupid because they ain't going nowhere. What I tell you, they finesse everything over this internet. No, dummies, y'all believed in Jay-Z. Y'all parents did because of the internet. You went to the school because of the internet. You had no proof that Rock Nation was strong in education. You had no proof of their teachers, their graduates. You had nothing. They opened up a school out of nowhere. It was called a hustle. All right? Meanwhile, let me show you how they finesse on the internet. Jay-Z ain't going to stand and tell you to your face this at a podium. He ain't going to remember. He not going to memorize this like a rap and say it out his mouth. No, they're going to lie to your ass in a script posted on the ground because they fake. Told you, man. This is what people base their life on. I just said it yesterday. What I say? I said, family, even if you make it and you legit and you don't deal with the streets, and you good. I said, if you deal with them rappers, it's gonna end up bad for you. Here it goes. People don't understand that hip-hop program is to destroy you, not help you. Y'all didn't get it. Y'all, you got your proof now, right? It's not to help you, it's to destroy you. That's why I say hip-hop is different from all music. Other music got different vibes. Other music is different. Gospel make you feel a certain way. R&B make you feel a certain way. Country music feel a certain way. Every music is different. Hip-hop has nothing to do with nothing good. It's to make you backwards, fail, die, get it, homeless, lose family, house, kids, everything. Friends, beef. Then that beef taught you to beef with your friends? Well, guess what? Back in the day, with no such thing as beef with your friends. That's why I'm still cool with all my friends to this day. I'm actually cool with my whole neighborhood to this day. Probably except about 2 people. Because we didn't grow up like that. Y'all did. That's why a lot of y'all ain't gonna have no friends, no history, no nothing, no reunions, no nothing. Because you went against everybody because of them. Yeah. They promoted a dysfunctional shit. Meanwhile, guess what, y'all? They all were friends, and all that beef was fake. So once again, New York, this is your proof. After all of that New York drama, they were all friends. Meaning, I knew they was all friends. This is me to show you they were always all friends. Steve Stout was their connection. Steve Stout is what connected 50, Jay-Z, and Diddy. They all their whole career. Their whole career, they've been connected to Steve Stout as well as Nas. Only thing, like I said, Nas didn't run with them a lot. Nas being a cut. At this same time, Nas was saying hip-hop was dead. He was also saying I don't rock with y'all no more. Because y'all forgot how everybody had turned on Nas. Same way they turned on Kanye, y'all forgot everybody turned on Nas. After what? Nas ethered. But y'all also forget Nas ruined Def Jam money. Nas ruined Jay-Z's future money. Y'all forget that if Jay-Z would have won that battle and destroyed Nas, he would have went to another level in rap. But you're going to see after that, he went and changed clothes. Yeah. Nas messed up Jay-Z's money. He messed up Def Jam's money. He messed up Russell Simmons' money, damedash money. And that's what he did. He also hurt a lot of people's feelings. A lot of people, Jay-Z was their favorite at that time. So everybody went against Nas. At that time, Def Jam had the biggest label because they had all the acts. So they had all the radio stations in pocket. Funkmaster Flex, Power, all of them in pocket. Because of who? Jay-Z, Dame, right? They got it in pocket. They got all the hits. They got Beanie. They got everybody. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got Dipset. Nas didn't have a chance. Well, I kept telling you, Nas fought all them idiots. Nas fought all of them. What part you don't understand, dummies? It was Jay-Z. That punk Jay-Z had to get the whole Dipset and the whole state property. Still couldn't take Nas out. Still. Because it was personal. Nas and Jay-Z already knew each other. Why you think Nas destroyed his whole ass with the truth? When he had that on his album, I'm out for president to represent me. Dead presidents. He had to get the sample clearance from Nas, y'all. So I'm trying to tell y'all, didn't throw Foxy Brown in there. They always knew each other, y'all, all of them. They just kept having bickering beats fall out. I know the real history. See, they knew each other probably since, I know for a fact, it's like 94. Since like 94. I know for a fact. As far as Nas, Jay-Z, Diddy, they knew each other since like 94. I know that part for a fact. Definitely 95, all that. They knew each other since then, y'all. But see, it was this thing called fighting for the crown. That's what made them all start falling out. Because everybody wanted to be the king of New York, y'all. That's what I kept telling you. So when they realized that the game had went to Atlanta and nobody cared about New York no more, this is when they all started to be each other's friend again. On what? The I Get Money remix. Because the truth is, 50 knew he was on his way out. Jay-Z knew he was irrelevant. Diddy knew he wasn't winning no more. And Kanye was the man. So in reality, they all had to stay around Kanye to stay relevant. That's the truth. That's when Kanye was the man right there. That's when Kanye had won the beef between, not the beef, but the album face-off of the college dropouts against the gangsters. And the college dropouts had won. This was Kanye was on the top. And they all knew he was the top and the hottest, and they all had to be around Kanye. Kanye was also the bridge because he was able to vibe with New York and connect with down south at the same time, connect with Chicago. So, and he was able to connect with LA. So there's a lot of things going on, but at this time, Jay-Z, 50, and Diddy knew Kanye was the man. They had to be around him and with him. All right, so we're going back in the history. This is also for everybody that wasn't around or locked up or asleep or didn't know. Yeah. This is my proof, New York. Every beef they had was staged for record sales, as well as everybody under all of them. All right? That whole Beanie, Jada Kidz beef was fake. Y'all know that. Because y'all know they was with each other, knew each other's mother and all of that. That was to put everybody in New York in a frenzy. And this is all the stuff that had everybody in New York stupid and running and going crazy. But it was all manufactured, y'all. They were all friends. It's just that back then we didn't have the pictures when they all was hanging together again. They were all hanging together. When they went to Atlanta, you're going to see everybody from New York just came together. They all came together and they just kept going down there, which proves, y'all, they never really had no beef like that. They never did. They were all connected through managers, labels, and executives. They were always connected. So anything, it was never no real beef, could always been squashed. Nah, they were dealing with this thing called friendly competition. You know, even Uptown Records and Def Jam did it. They always dealt with friendly competition because they also knew the friendly competition meant more record sales, more money. But the concept is always to keep the fans in a frenzy because that's how the money gets generated, y'all. So hip-hop would have never been $1 billion industry if it didn't start that beef stuff, because the beef made the record sales go up. The controversy made everything go up because the magazines, the ads, the sponsorships, the tours, everything was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. It wouldn't stop. Now you see it all stop. End of an era, y'all. That's what it is. So, being that it's the end of an era, and it been over for Jay-Z since about 2016, I marked Jay-Z downfall, which I knew in my head was 2016 when they lost that campaign with Hillary. Then you'll see that same exact year, Drake went on a campaign and destroyed Meek Mill with this thing called Back to Back. And, you know, all that stuff, that was 2016, y'all. It been over for that whole movement officially like 2016. From 2016 to now, even to this day, Jay-Z is only relevant. He only wins because of the internet. Because they still have spells on everybody. The spell cast upon everybody under Jay-Z. It is proven because those are the people that do not know that he has not been winning since 2016. He has only been winning because of this internet. And that's him and his wife. It's the truth. Record sales, album sales, merchandise sales, not winning. Why do you think he sold Tidal? Do you think if Tidal was what it was supposed to be, he would have sold it? Even though he did with partnerships? Even though most of his money comes from partnerships, which you also have in business. In business, you have no proof that Jay-Z made nothing on his own. You have no proof that do say liquor you love, partnership. Show me something out of partnership. You can't do it. So I'm going to keep proving to you. Same way I said you can't prove to me he gave you one interview with him and his wife. Right? Prove to y'all he been working magic on your ass. I know magic. I know a lot. His spells never worked on me. Plus, I knew about him before he was who he was when they were running around wearing Rockefeller t-shirts. All right? So, when I hear about him robbing the school, I said the other day, he uses the industry with the mentality of a Brooklyn drug dealer, Brooklyn extortionist. All right? Smooth criminal. All right? Rob those kids. Now, look. Students also criticize the quality of education on offer, saying that the facilities provided were not up to standard and that they were promised guest lectures from Rock Nation artists like Rihanna and DJ Khaled, but it never happened. So you see now, y'all, them kids believe in Jay-Z and stupid-ass rap. They went to the school for stupid-ass rap, y'all. He lied to them. He threw a concert without giving a concert. He told them, Rihanna, DJ Khaled, you're going to get to meet everybody. That's why I say, they go to the school, then they're going to meet Jay-Z. No, it's just in the name. He getting the money. Told them it was a debt-free school, free scholarship. We're going to get these poor kids. We're going to make them rich. The question is, Jay-Z, what happened to them other kids? Did y'all take kids on trips? Did y'all take kids to events out of state? We know what y'all do at these schools. You're going to see. Somehow, They always around kids. Never help grown-ups. You never hear them saying programs for single moms. Never programs for guys that got a prison trying to get their life together. No prison reform for after prison. Prison reform for in prison. Prison reform is you come in as a man and you will be reformed and get all the hormone pills you need. You didn't notice it yet. No programs to help people get over the edge. No program for the people with bullshit jobs that can't make it. It's always programs for kids. Are you getting the pattern? You got over 50-year track record now, y'all. You bust your ass, pay your bills. Why you can't go nowhere right now to get guaranteed help? Meaning you work, you got all the proof, you pay your taxes, you're just a little short right now. Why you can't go nowhere to help you with that rent real quick or that light bill real quick? Why is nothing like that to help people that need a little help to get over the top? Why there ain't no place right now where if you prove to them you got everything in order, you just short, you need help with your groceries and they gonna look out for you. Give you a voucher. Why ain't none of that, y'all? When I tell you ain't no such thing as no community. Huh? You got proof now. You got 5 billions all together, billionaires put together. All billionaires in one big pot. But I told you they were in trouble because they didn't do nothing for y'all. Also, you don't think the powers that be have judged them? They have not helped make society better for their people. Nobody respects that. Even Mutombo, the basketball player, built a hospital for his people. Nobody respects people that does nothing for their people. They're also being shamed and embarrassed and destroyed because it is proof, not just to us, it is proof to the industry. It is proof to society, business people. In business, you know how they played themselves? They did not generate no ways for other people to eat off of them. They just kept taking deals with other people. You don't get it. Warren Buffett might have helped him make money, but he ain't helped Warren Buffett make no money. He ain't helped Bill Gates make no money. He's useless now. They're in a time now they were supposed to have companies. Huh? Corporations. Jay-Z, the man, he bought up a skyscraper in New York right now. On the top of the building, supposed to say Jay-Z. Down the street from him, supposed to be a building that say Bad Boy on it. They didn't do that. They didn't even do a miniature version. They didn't even build a little Wakanda. Not in Harlem, they didn't do nothing, y'all. That's their charges. Then on top of that, they were robbing the youth. What up, Kev Ross? I was in the zone, y'all. Then then he had his hands in Philly. Oh, yeah, also, this is what I figured out too, Philly. I meant to tell you this the other day. I figured it out too, man. It's a reason why they kept going to Philly, y'all. And you're going to see Philly. That's why these rappers had to keep going there. After the realest rappers from Philly ever, called the Hilltop Hustlers, Steady being them, from when I was young, you see what I'm saying? That's why I was telling you I used to go to Philly, the family room when I was young. That was in the time of Steady being them. Cool seeing them. Remember how they put in that real work? They were real rappers. Y'all know what they did? Robbed them banks, right? Federal. What they do? Smoke that cop, right? Federal. Philly always had to be watched because they know the bloodline of Philly. They know that's where the militant people at. They know that from the history, y'all. They know that from the history, from the real Black Mafia. So Philly always had to be watched. But Philly was always watched in the form of hip-hop. So that's why Jay-Z and them rappers had to always be out there watching over that shit. And that's why Meek and them had to watch over it, because they know that's where the militancy, that's where the militant people at. See what I'm saying? They know Philly with a smart militant at. It always had to be watched, y'all. It goes back. And it was proven, the militancy was proven through rap, because what Steady being them did. They knew what time it was. And after that, no, we got to watch this Philly rap shit. We got to watch. See, no, we watching Philly streets, and the people disguised as rap. That's why I keep telling y'all, that's what rap is. Yeah, you're going to see they always had their paws in Philly, because they had to watch over that shit, y'all. Make sure none of them Philly rappers get as big, get big, independent like Hilltop Hustlers. Make sure they never get rich. Make sure they never get that power. We already know they got the drug money power. Make sure they never get that legit power in Philly. And that's what you're going to see. While all the years in Philly, without all the black, you're going to see was always an attack on make sure they never get legit. That's what it always been. All right? Always been like that. No, y'all, rap was an agency. Let's go. All right? Let's go. Here's your proof. Philly. He was in Philly, y'all. Running scams, y'all. Now, if I didn't peep this, I want to peep this one. Yo, y'all. Predators. Here's your proof, y'all. You have your predator proof. You have your predator proof. You have your predator proof. He don't sign grown-ups. He don't help older people. If you're not grown, he don't want nothing to do with you. If you of a certain age, he want nothing to do with you. I told you, he got with a young girl at a time when she was a little girl. No, not by age. Beyonce wasn't young by age. She was a young girl compared to who? Halle Berry. She was a young girl compared to who? Tyra Banks. She was a young girl compared to who? Naomi Campbell. That's who. He couldn't get no real woman. He was dealing with them youngsters. That's why Diddy had who? J-Lo. No, he always been a punk. He always been a small fry. He been a control freak. Can't control everybody. That's why he got his picks. So I'm going to ask you a question. Why did he go to Philadelphia to start schools? Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good with $300 million Philadelphia scholarship. Let's say it again. I didn't say none of this. Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good with $300 million Philadelphia scholarship. Thank you very much, Dramatic. Now you have your proof. What? When I kept telling you Jay-Z controls the media. If you did not know he was doing this, then you have your proof. You've been controlled, you've been brainwashed, and you have your proof that Jay-Z runs the media, which means run your life, because he made sure you didn't see this. All right? Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good with $300 million Philadelphia scholarship. Is this how he got his money? Guess what, y'all? This from last year. This from last year. This from last year. This is yesterday. New York, Philly, the main people that supported him bought them stupid ass clothes. He was still robbing their ass because he know they still brainwashed with rap and still love his ass. That was me. You know what I said? My kid, hell no, you ain't going to no Rock Nation school. I'd have said, child, this America. In America ain't nothing free. And on top of that, you ain't going to no stupid ass school. Do you know what that's going to say on your certificate when you graduate? It's going to say you graduated from a Rock Nation school. Child, that's not going to be respected. In the competitive world we in now, nobody's going to respect that. When I told you, nobody's going to respect nothing with rap on it. Now let me prove it to you again. Okay, let's say I graduated from JC school. All of a sudden, he's into trouble now. Look at all the fucking trouble he in. I went to Jay-Z school, but he's in trouble. Look what he's accused of. Which means what? My certificate go down the fucking drain because they don't respect it. Because the man was accused of stuff. But then again, he might ain't do nothing, but he's with that rap stuff. We don't respect that degree. What's wrong with y'all? So when I tell you people lost their mind and got altered, you got the proof, y'all. No, y'all. And guess what? Yes, y'all. A lot of y'all right. It's parents get a lot of blame for this stuff. Because if your parents love rap, if your parents love Jay-Z and Beyonce, you're going to send your child to that school thinking they're going to be the next Jay-Z and Beyonce. I told you they used them as a symbol of success. So you'll think you're going to get success and you're going to believe everything you say, but the whole time they could have set them up for success. You don't know nothing, man. Family, they be with trans. They can't tell them each other, which means they can have fake numbers, fake money, but they can't tell them each other. They lie, y'all. There's no proof he got all them billions, but you got proof he been robbing for millions. You got proof on that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No, when I told y'all he was in position under the president, he was in position of power, and he was using his power for what? Force, extortion. This fool got PPP loan. Everything government, he want that. I'm government anyway. I'll get some money to that financial aid. Let me get that. Let me get that. Taking all that money. What he giving out? Nothing. All right? No, he going to get his. When I keep telling they going to get that money back, yeah. Let's go, y'all. Today, I ain't going to talk about nothing sexual at all. At all. Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good with $300 million Philadelphia scholarship. Or are you going to Philly in disguise of a $300 million scholarship and you trying to find you some new Meek Mills when we already know around here that Philadelphia is one of the pipelines and we got proof because a Meek Mill was picked up as a young dirty boy and that guy named Bashir, he got picked up from Philly as a youngster and we know what happened to both of them. Because we now know Philly's a pipeline, because Quincy Jones established that a long time ago when he got Will Smith. We know why y'all go to Philly. We know why Philly's still poor. We know y'all love to go to them neighborhoods with the most dope heads, the most dope parents. Y'all know y'all go get them kids. That's why even in New York, you went to the Bronx. Diddy went to the Bronx. They go to Philly. They like to go to cities where they know for a fact them dope heads be on the block because they know that's where them dope head kids at. Yo, y'all, you are getting a first-hand look at trafficking and all that Geppetto behavior, y'all. I told you, man, everybody put it on R. Kelly, man. No, man. I'm not riding for none of them, but I'm not gonna say in favor of none of them, man. He worse than R. Kelly. He worse. He's showing you he won't even stop. R. Kelly ain't ruin no kid. He ain't do a whole bunch like that. R. Kelly was a perv that couldn't grow up, but he wasn't abusive like this fool. This fool is a predator. What part you on the stage? A fucking predator. Yes. How can I get over on these kids? Not look out for them, not bless them, not put them on, not make sure they straight. How can I get over on these kids? This shit's sad, bro. I can't wait, man. I swear to God, I can't wait. Hoes Rock Nation Company declared in the city of Philadelphia in the form of scholarships to private schools for grade kindergarten to 12th grade through the past Pennsylvania awards, man. Keyword right here, y'all. Once again, going to that poor neighborhood. Don't go to no suburb, because you know they ain't playing with them kids. But you can go to that poor part and promise them kids a dream. Check it out, y'all, right here. Look at this right here. Boom. Which is available to students in the city in the form of scholarships, private schools. He went down there and he was trying to get them kids out the public school into the private school. And they used the front of, it's gonna be free, because we trying to get them badass public kids, in their private school. All right, now let's break this down, grown-ups. Why is he so pressed to go to the hood of Philadelphia and start a school for kindergarten on up? And why private school? Hey, some of y'all have been in private school. I did. You know, in private school, they could do whatever they want, right? So, okay, by the parents. Yep. Private school, another word for also cult school. All right? Cult school. K-12, funded not by him, probably by U.S. It was a front. We know, that's right, it always a front. We see it now, always a front, exactly. It always a front. He was scamming. He was getting his money. Yo, y'all, this shit's sad. This shit's sad. This fool was getting money off schools. I know that for a fact because I know people that did this. Open up school. When it was all said and done, it was keeping all the money. They had to get audited by the IRS. Shut down. A lot of people's doing this, y'all. Yep. A lot of people's doing this from Atlanta to all over. A lot of people starting up hair schools, scamming the money. Trade school, scamming the money. Yep. This is going on all over, y'all. So I tell you this right now. A lot of y'all probably had schools in y'all city, and somehow they shut down. All them nursing schools. They were scamming, y'all. Then you're going to see, y'all, you ain't peeped out yet. Y'all been people for 20 years. They've been promoting, go to this school, go to that school, ITT Tech, ITT, I school, Romeo, all these schools. But you ain't seen no success. Shit is worse than before. That's your proof. A lot of people got debt. They were promoting go to school in the hood for about 20 years. With a result. No, y'all. No. Yeah, I'm taking time today. I might be doing a morning takeover today, y'all. I might be doing a takeover, especially if the chat tuned in. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna do that today, y'all. I might try to break a record. Already over 1,000. Might try to break a record. Yeah, got a lot to talk about today, y'all. I'm just getting started. Soldier Boy owed this chick $75 million. She wants $75 million out his ass, right? 50 Cent said some stuff I done said about Diddy. Cause we're gonna look at the seriousness of Diddy case, his charges, meaning he's facing life for real now. He's facing decades now. The shit done got real with that girl and Cassie and the rest of them females. So it's also said that Diddy got this powerhouse lawyer. Yeah, the one that got 47 off. Yeah. So things starting to heat up, y'all. Also, Busby trying to get the chart, trying to get Jay-Z thing thrown out. That's going on right now. We got to talk about that. And we got more to talk about. DR.DRE. Let's go. All right. More history. The end of an era, y'all. That's what it is. All right. So look, Charlie Wilson. What's up, Charlie Wilson? Goes back to television programming. That's right. Telling lies to the vision and opinions to our vision, teaching us fairy tales. That's right. So I was thinking about that yesterday, Charles. You feel me? Because this is what happened. Now, this is where we at now. We was getting brainwashed on the TV. Then we ran to the internet. Now you're getting brainwashed on the internet. I was thinking about this yesterday. I swear to God. I was like, yo, we ran from the TV because we peeped game that TV with BS. We ran to the internet because the internet, where all the information was at and the entertainment that was underground, just, you know, the real stuff. It always, you know what I'm saying? The real stuff that we was not supposed to see, hear, and talk about was the internet. Everything opposite of the TV. But we ran from the TV to the internet, okay. But guess what? They got hip to the shit. They realized they lost money. They realized nobody was getting cable no more. So what they do? All they ass ran to the internet. TV ran to the internet. Get it? Cable ran to the internet. Now we all together on this shit. So if I kept telling you, now the internet is not what it used to be. The internet's not, this is why I threw it at y'all the other day. I said, yo, y'all, everything is back to normal now. Meaning, everything is back to the TV. Everything is back to the TV. Now I said, yo, it ain't about the phone no more. I said that yesterday. Now I'm going to prove it to you. Now they knew that they got everybody off of TV. Now they lying to you on the phone. Why? They know you can't see the lies on the phone. Huh? I kept telling you that shit. I see all lies on big screens, y'all. They know now. So we reversed it on y'all. See, y'all was on the TV peeping out the truth. But really, since these big TVs out, we've been keeping y'all in them little ass phones. Yup, y'all don't even be on laptops no more. Y'all don't be on tablets no more. So we really trick y'all ass now. Get it? We really trick y'all ass. Actually, we've been tricking y'all ass for 10 years because everything you received and believed was on y'all cell phone. So the truth is the cell phones was actually made everybody get tricked more and brainwashed more than back in the day. It's the truth. Because I was thinking about it yesterday. I said, yo, and my mom like, yo, now everybody's on the phone. I threw that. I said, yo, because I did it on my channel. I went on my channel on the screen. I went on my channel on a laptop. I went on my channel on a tablet. And I went on my channel on the phone. And it's all three different looks. And the one on the phone, the most control. Yep. The big screen, best picture. The laptop, give you the best description. Like when you're on a laptop, say you scroll on the video, it's going to tell you, you'll see the first line to tell you about the video, everything. It'll tell you the topic. You can see the topic, what I'm talking about. It's different. That phone, gone. I did it on myself, y'all. That's how I know. Yeah, phone, all this shit, you out of here, y'all. So that's why I say, y'all. So this the game they play. Y'all ass, keep y'all ass on that phone. Everything else back on TV. So sad? Yeah, that's how I go. So that's why for certain information, I got to get it off TV, y'all, and then bring it back to the internet. There's different ways of this shit. Some shit get released on the internet. Some shit you got to catch on TV or you ain't going to know. That's how this shit work now. Yeah, so it's my job. I deal with this media, so that's what I do. I'm saying that to say, y'all, this control world. I know I went all around. I'm back, though. I'm back. Control, y'all. Do we have proof he has the money? We got proof he's a predator. Huh? They're predators, y'all, because they prey on your kid. You give your kids money, they want that money. Right? Think about it old school. Let's break it real simple. Your child in the 11th grade, you get them allowance, 100 a week. When they go to school, sometimes you give them extra 20. He the guy always plotting how you going to get that money from him. If I can get that 100 out of that child a week, and I get 100 off that child a week, that's $200 for me. That's him. See what I'm saying? Not no grown-ups. Kids, this shit easy. He's the bitch. Back in the day, he would have sold his drugs at the school. The grown-ups in his time, the real gangsters, they would have been selling it on the block, you know, in front of the house. They'd have been in the house with the guns. His ass want to sell his drugs by the school because it's easier. That's him. Not playing with y'all. That's him. There's some punks like that. You rather sell to youngsters. I'd rather sell to these kids because they ain't going to rob me. He one of them, y'all. You got your proof. Let's go. Now, look. This the scam, y'all. For a lot of y'all that been asleep. You've been hearing about all this trafficking. You've been hearing about Epstein. Y'all thought it was a joke because it didn't happen to you yet. When I told y'all a minute ago, I said, family, this stuff is done by rich people, highly sophisticated. Let's take a look at this. Salute to DC. I see y'all up here. Shalom. Salute to everybody, man. Everybody, man, that's in tune, man. What's up? Let's go. For real, y'all. Check it out. When you're serious. Because this is how they do it. When I say, yo, family, it's the rich people control the trafficking. Even though you got proof that he been to what? Diddy parties and what else? Epstein parties. You got proof. That's why I say, y'all, I think one of the main reasons why they don't respect people no more and your time is up, I think part of it is because y'all didn't take Jay-Z down yet. I think the proof is proven through Jay-Z. How the hell can they let a man get away with all this stuff against them? And they've been sent back all these years blaming everybody else. We done with their ass. That's it. All right? That's why I think a lot of y'all getting dealt with. They said they hated 47 so much. Even though he didn't do nothing that this man did, but they love him. Might as well just get their ass out of here then, because they ain't never gonna wake up. All right, let's go. All right, they ain't never gonna wake up. When I told you, for some reason, they always been dressing like grandma and grandpa, because this is the era when their drip got stolen. This was the era when they wasn't winning no more. You see Nicki over there, right? Yeah, Nicki always look better than Beyonce. You stupid? Stop it. Let's go. All right, now let's go back to how this predator. Let's look at how they work that magic when he do their predator work. Let's look at this predator work, y'all. Let's go. Jay-Z Rock Nation will spearhead an educational campaign, a brainwashing campaign in Philadelphia that helps students kindergarten to 12th grade from low-income housing, welfare, prowling on welfare kids, system kids. Why? The welfare kids in this country have always been fair game. You have never in your life heard of nobody getting no trouble doing nothing to no welfare kid. Now, am I lying? Okay then. 2025, y'all. The end of an era. 2000 to 2025. That's all I'm saying. All right? Let's go. Kindergarten. Why kindergarten? Why not? You see what I'm saying? Why kindergarten? Okay, let's go. He was accused of doing what? So you mean to tell me he was accused of going in the room after starting all these schools? Okay. Even though he was accused in 2000 and he was just still around kids his whole life. Educational campaign in Philadelphia that helps students K-12 from low-income households secure about $300 million in scholarships to attend the city's private schools. Events will be held by Rock Nation to bring awareness to Pennsylvania. Somebody from Philadelphia by the name of Prickhead Johnson, what was his gimmick in Philadelphia? What was his gimmick? The youth, the kids, the school. I'm building a school. Where the school at? They did a lot of test runs on y'all. Y'all didn't hold Umar Johnson accountable. So now you can't talk about nobody else. That's what they say. You talk about 47, you ain't say nothing about Umar Johnson. Y'all worship Brother Polite, listen to him. You ain't say nothing about him neither. Huh? Nobody. Therefore, it's over. Everything was accepted because of Jay-Z. I'm telling you, this shit is a psychological program. Being that you're going to see, Brother Polite went to jail for what Jay-Z was doing. Huh? See, I'm talking to smart people today. This is just educational entertainment purposes only. This is not an agenda channel. All right? At all. The same thing Brother Polite went to jail for. Guess who was doing it? That's why I connect all dots. See, that's like even with Brother Polite. He wasn't the only one, but Brother Polite was your proof. He's from what? New York City, but he was in where? Hollywood with who? Minors. All in your face. Told you, man. Who was asleep? Who was on the internet typing all day talking about Illuminati still asleep? No, you didn't get it. Huh? You didn't get it. No. Brother Polite was the proof too. He was the proof in your face. So now use your brain. Damn, Polite got caught, but he was low level. Can I imagine how many people doing it with money? Bingo. What did Brother Polite know? He's celebrities, he wanting chicks. He's celebrities, wanting them girls. He knew that. Huh? He already knew that. Brother Polite knew it's slick. Chill with the celebrities. They're going to want one of the youngsters. I don't got a lot. I got about 1 or 2 disguise. That's my daughter, and that's how they do it, dummy. Yeah. Oh, this is my daughter right here. This is my niece. Disguise. Whole time, that's what they was doing. Yeah. When I tell you that shit went on for a whole era, I'm gonna give you the clue. Somebody here from DC, you kept hearing about some girls that went missing in DC. That's when all that stuff was going down back then, and it was going all the way to now. That girl missing in DC is still related with Kenneka Jenkins. Because they kept giving these narratives, all these young people somehow doing wild stuff, ending up certain things. Young man found in jail with newspaper as organs. Nobody said nothing. Meanwhile, all y'all getting slaughtered. I knew that was the clue. After that, then y'all started getting slaughtered with the drill rap. I watched the whole slaughter campaign for about 4 years straight and before that. Huh? You want to be technical? Yes, it has. Tell you slaughter campaign been going on. Then 21 Savage come out with what? Slaughter Gang. Then I already said it last year. The other year they had a song called what? Red Rum. Why that song playing? Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum. People just dying. Whole time song, murder. And that shit was a hit. Huh? I told you, man. Them people been cursed, been slaughtered, man. That fool was singing people's soundtrack to their death. Huh? Tell me, man. Then before that same year before that, Take It in Blood. That was the song. They were just dying. Take It in Blood. Whole songs about robbing, slaughter, Take It in Blood. They were making it hits. Yup. Telling you, man. It's a reason why stuff the way it is. Huh? Yeah, because they corrupted them brains. Look. Back to this idiot. Let's go. Taking children out of public schools in favor of private schools is precisely what hurts the most vulnerable, the poor. Prior to the negative reception, Rock Nation managing director of philanthropy, Dana Diaz, whatever, said in the segment, I'm not reading that fake shit. Impact starts with the students with awareness, she continued. We want to empower the youth and families with the knowledge to pursue their scholarship. Man, fuck that shit. I'm tired of that corny stuff. Because only time they address you is what? On the internet, dummy. Only time Jay-Z address you, black people, on the internet. Been like that. On the internet. Look at the likes. No likes. I told you they're not popping like that. It's fake. No, y'all. This for all the kids that got robbed. This for the kids that got debt that he created and ran like a bitch. No, he gonna get, when I said he got a lot of enemies, man, when he got in trouble for this, them kids, they got that debt, they probably said, get him. That's right. Get him. That's right, man. He got a lot of enemies, bro. Man, trust me on that. Huh? You bought that grandma shit. I see clear as day, Tina made her wear that. Even though you seen the pictures back then. No, Kanye won for a lot of reasons. Know why? When I looked at this picture, I said the reason why that when the time had changed. This is my proof when Atlanta was taking over the shit. You see Nicki right there with Kim, the winning team, Beyonce the cornball. When I told you he kept her away from her peers, here's the proof. Huh? Beyonce supposed to be with the rest of them. He is the cop blocker. Can you see it? No, you ain't gonna sit next to Kim and Kanye and Nicki and them. You gonna stay with my corny ass. Make me look good. He been a fucking cornball, y'all. He been a cornball. And guess what he did? He also helped Beyonce stay a cornball because she could have been winning. All right. Plus, I'm not lying. They are still saying she is a you-know-what. And it's starting to show. Not playing with y'all. Now, let's take a look at your king and queen because the end of an era. Once again, I prove she not no boss because we looked at her with Wyclef last week. Now, I'm bringing up the date, modern era. We already did it, but let me show you how they know. When they come around that royal family called the Kardashians and the Jenners, they know to stay in their place. And that's how it's going to be. All right? Then you're going to see your sister with that clown-ass rainbow hat because they know their place. That's right. They know their place when they come see the big witch of all witches. Yeah. Told you. When they go around there, they small fry. Now, what am I showing you this? Now, remember the other day when I showed y'all how Jay-Z and Beyonce, Kanye West beef go way back, 2016. I showed you how after Hillary slayed them on the campaign, embarrassed them, had them kissing, and then Hillary go to Kanye in them house trolling, right? Showed you Kim, Hillary, Kanye in the house trolling Jay-Z and them. We made y'all kids. We knew 47 was gonna win anyway. Jay-Z, don't send your killers at me. Hillary at my house now, stupid. I was just ruining y'all campaign. Hillary was in on it too. They been got rid of them. From what I see now, his time been up when Obama left, y'all. I just didn't know it. Yeah. So guess what happened? This was them trying to troll Kanye. Remember when Kanye first broke up with Kim? When they first broke up, it was official, and she was with Pete, David, and all that. This was the Jenners and Jay-Z and them coming together to troll Kanye. This was also them coming together when Kanye was in the gutter. You see what I'm saying? So this was their way of trying to troll Kanye. Yeah, Kanye, we ain't come to your marriage. Yeah, we know Hillary was at your house, but now we with your family now. That was them trying to be funny, y'all. That's what that was. And that was Chris trying to be funny too, because this the time when Kanye was dissing all their ass. When they first broke up, y'all remember, this when Kanye was dissing all their ass. So this was them coming together to troll Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to see something. I'm not playing with y'all. You're going to see when they go around that lady, they know they place, y'all. I'm not playing with you. They know they place. You know what I'm saying? They know they place. Motherfucker, you want to end up, hey, you know what Kris Jenner told Jay-Z in his ear? She said, you know me and OJ used to do it, right? She said, you know me and OJ used to get down together, right? You know what that means, Jay-Z? I already know who's behind that OJ stuff, right? Told his ass straight up. You feel me? Told him straight up. Look, told that fool straight up. You a Hollywood now. Told you I told you. They Hollywood, they moved to Hollywood. And when you see the picture, you're gonna see it. They look like foreigners out there. They're not from there. I told you that Hollywood shit is different. A lot of them are royal bloodlines with changed names. So their name could be the Kardashians, but that's not their real family name, y'all. That's how that shit work. All right? But they know when they go around them, they better get in line, y'all. Not playing with you. Push one button, over. All right? So yeah, Jay. You know, me and OJ, we used to do a lot together. Yeah, he told me he was gonna kill the bitch, but I didn't believe him. Bingo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Diddy got a school. Look at the kids. What they do? Get kids from the ghetto. What they do? They teach them kids. They educate them kids. What they educate them with? What do you think they educate them with? Is it math, science, or is it lifestyle, hip-hop? What is it? No, I own private school. I own these kids. My private school, whatever I say, go. And that's that. My private school, you lie, say I did something to you, I got lawyers on your ass. Let's go. Prove it. No. It's called the pick of the litter. It's called pipeline. It's called this is what they've been doing. When you heard all this stuff about those minors, this is what they was talking about. You're going to see charter school, HBCU. This is how they've been manipulating the future generations. So when you met Diddy at that age, your brainwashed for the rest of your life on rap. No, I told you, their generation was different. Family, we wasn't getting indoctrinated in school. So from 2020 to 2025, they had created a new person, a new hip-hop person, a new black thinker. They created new people. These are the people raised under the dysfunction of this rap stuff. Not only that, the fake rap stuff. It's all fake because they didn't get education, y'all. You don't see no teachers. You didn't see no criteria. You ain't going to see no kids in no classroom. These are all publicity stunts. Meanwhile, half of them kids could have been trafficked. You ain't going to know nothing. Why? They from the hood. Mama could be on drug dope. They doing bad. Feel me? You ain't going to know nothing. You ain't going to know nothing. Plus, okay, you could be looking at kids, 10 years ago. Now they all walking around cross-dressers. Because the whole time that school was for what? Cross-dressing. But then again, you heard about how they was teaching what in public schools. You don't think they were teaching it in private schools? All right then. But if somebody touch you in a private school and you tell, somebody might not never find out. They're going to say, go tell Miss Johnson so-and-so. Miss Johnson, you're going to tell her, she ain't going to say nothing. What's going to happen? All right? Charter school, private school, paperwork. All right? Y'all had no clue about this sophisticated stuff that's been going on in this country because you've been asleep since 2008. All right? Trust me on that. What you've been asleep on, who really run this world, who really got power. You see Beyonce, you're going to see this. See, I try to read pictures. When they came in a party, ain't nobody running them. She had to go to them. See that? That's Beyonce showing love. Because they came in, it was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, that's her bowing down. And you're going to see what? When I tell you, when they go around on rappers, no, pardon me. When they be around Hollywood, When I told you, they know they role. You want to see something. You see how Beyonce, you see Beyonce, it's not a coincidence she got in that damn rainbow hat. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, y'all. Trust me. He looks scared to be there. Let's go. Let's go. Just to show y'all, this your role model. End of an era. 2020, 2025. LeBron James came in 2003. This is what he's doing 2025, y'all. Now, I was thinking about this when I loaded it up to myself. I said, family, give me some proof of a basketball player doing this in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Give me one basketball player that does this or did it. No, this is how they made a mockery of basketball, y'all. Huh? So many people are saying they can't wait to retire. People like me, I'm not watching it till he retires. Huh? A lot of people saying he ruining it. A lot of people know what's up, y'all. This is NBA today. The end of an era. What's the era? He was raised by Jay-Z. I kept telling you that. It was said he could have been with Jordan. He picked Jay-Z. Do you see what you get from Jay-Z? I need y'all to see the pattern today. The pattern. They all together. They brainwashed. He's under Jay-Z. The same shit. Media company. This, that, and the third. School. Do you have any proof of the LeBron James school? Meaning, do you have proof that children are actually being educated and graduating from the school? Or do you just know what you were told on this internet? Now, I need one of y'all to lie to me and tell me you seen a classroom of kids learning something, or show me that you got proof of multiple kids graduating since this school has been out. If I asked you to prove to me the numbers of graduated kids, you couldn't do that. And I'm a high school dropout. Stop it. Huh? Today is the day you're going to wake up. It's 20. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to make nobody up, y'all. I ain't trying to do that. Let me slow my ass down. Today the day you're going to acknowledge it in your own head. All right? Today's the day. Meaning, today is the day that is the start of the new world. All this stuff is out of here. They're done. They're nothing but ghosts. All right? That's it. This what your kid's supposed to look up to. So he got a school here, role model. This what they're supposed to look up to. Let's go. Let's go. People acting like they got schools. Acting like they got education. All right? At least Diddy, at least they look like they're in school. They look like they're in the goddamn what? YMCA program. Huh? He's an idiot. You mean to tell me a man that didn't prove to me he got a high school diploma, he got a school, or is he just a face and a mascot for a school? Is he the face of a school that's really a pipeline? Is he the face of a school that's been teaching certain teachings? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. But LeBron James got a school. Because Diddy got a school. And Jay-Z got a school. Is it any coincidence they all in trouble and they all got schools? Is it a coincidence they all billionaires and they all got schools? Is it a coincidence they accused of going to freak off Diddy parties, minors and all this stuff, but they all got schools? Is it a coincidence? You tell me. You gonna tell me he don't think he Diddy because he saw this picture? He trying to be Diddy with his kids at school? You gonna tell me? Huh? You gonna tell me that? The main one that said what? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Who got the most proof, went the most? All right then. Who's the idiot? Huh? Who's the leader? Who's the GOAT? Who's to be praised? Who's to be praised? None of them. Because guess what's already been said? Fool, after they retire, man, they're going to trash LeBron James for the rest of his career. Promise you that. I promise you that. What's going to happen? The reason why nobody can trash him, because their bosses will fire their ass. That's why. No, but when he retires, you will see. Trust me, it's coming. He knows that. Let's go. Let's go. All right? Everybody knows, y'all. Let's go. The end of an era. 50 Cent has shocking reaction to Diddy trying to hire ASAP Rocky lawyer Joe Topacana, something like that, Tocopino, something like that. That's the lawyer that got Trump off as well. Y'all didn't see the connection either. When ASAP Rocky was locked up overseas, who went to go get ASAP Rocky? We up. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. When ASAP Rocky got locked up overseas, who went to go get ASAP Rocky? Or who got ASAP Rocky released? Let's go. All right, then. Seeing the pattern, right? All right then. So ASAP Rocky and 47 had the same exact what? Lawyer. So now it's being said that Diddy gonna get that lawyer. And this is saying that this is Diddy's only chance, y'all. But it is said he is facing life for real. He facing real time now, y'all. Because is people gonna get on that stand. Yup, Cassie is the star. What's up, Faith? Let's go. All right, now y'all know 50 and Diddy don't get along like that. Y'all know this for a fact. But 50 gonna keep it real. Cause like he know. Yeah, they got beef and all that, but at the same time, they ain't got nothing to do with this. Same thing I be telling y'all, I don't got nothing against nobody. I just be telling y'all what it is. All right? Only thing I got stuff against Jay-Z. Because this stuff he really did. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But 50 know what's up. So look, check it out. Let's go. News of Diddy's offer sparked a response from one of his longtime foes, 50 Cent. He took to Instagram earlier today to weigh in surprisingly. He didn't seem totally unconvinced that the bad boy founder could beat his case with the help of Tokopina. If Diddy can get Joe, he might beat this case, Fifth wrote, but he's going to have to pay a lot of money. There's no time to prepare. Currently, the mogul's trial is scheduled to begin in May, and the jury selection process is kicking off this month. Let's go. All right. So as you see, he said he got a chance if he pay a lot of money. Unfortunately for Diddy, however, it doesn't look like Tokopina will be able to help him. During a recent interview with Vlad TV, the lawyer confirmed that he turned him down as a client and addressed ongoing rumors about his decision. I didn't turn him down because I don't like him or I don't believe in his case. I think he's got a very defensible case, he said. That's what Tokopina said, the lawyer said on Vlad TV. So the other day when it was said that Vlad said that Diddy got a chance, this is where it come from. All right? So you even see the lawyer saying, I think he's got a very defensible case. Let's check it out right here. This important part right here, y'all. To me, this whole case boils down to an issue of consent. Bingo. Told y'all. When I went through it last week, what I say, family, I said, yo, we stop this laughing and joking. We really look at this thing. His defense is it all was consensual sex. So at this point, y'all, I'm going to say it again. He is not in court or in trouble or accused of RAPE and no current celebrity. He is not in trouble for no celebrity, which means every male celebrity was a willing participant, and that is Diddy's defense in court. Consensual sex. What was consensual? All of the baby oil, all the dildos. Well, you heard it was stuff in the baby oil. Don't worry about that because it was all consensual sex. Period. All right? That's the truth of this whole case, y'all. So what's the truth? That if Cassie didn't get on that stage and these other three women, Diddy was going to have a high chance to come home because everything else is really he say, she say from back in the day in their lawsuits. Huh? But the conviction will make a lot of stuff stick. But we already know around here common sense. We know damn well if Diddy facing life, we know it's going down. We know that already. They said the trial won't be 3 weeks, but that's if Diddy don't talk. You see what I'm saying? No, it ain't going to be. This is going to be a circus. Trust me on that. This ain't going to be the whole summer probably. Let's go. What did he say, y'all? The lawyer. To me, this whole case boils down to an issue of consent. As far as I know, I don't know all the evidence, but it is an issue of consent. Did they consent or did they not? Was a gun put to somebody's head or did they want to do it because they were getting all the perks associated with being part of Diddy's party and being one of Diddy's entourage? That's what the lawyer said. The same thing I said. I kept telling y'all that. Nah, y'all kept telling me that. No, because it's a sophisticated system. I know how this thing works. Ain't no man get RAPE because they kept coming back. But it's not that. It's the executive game. I'm not going to go through it again today. It was taught to them by Russell Simmons and the rest of them. Bro, they're going to charm you. They're going to charm you for about 2 years. Didn't 50 tell you Diddy try to take them shopping? They're going to charm you, bro. Diddy's gonna take you shopping. He's gonna fool you ain't never had designer. You walking in all the stores, get you whatever you want. You pushing the car, you chauffeur, you eating good. You doing this shit for a year. He ain't touch you, he ain't come at you like that, nothing. Chilling. Guess what, bro? Now it's time for that money. Huh? Guess what? You don't want to go back to the hood now. You don't tell the whole hood, yeah, I be with Diddy and them, I be with Jayz and them. You told your girl, kids good. I'll be with Diddy and them. I'm straight. I be with the rappers. Now, guess what, bro? You got option. You want to go back home or you want to run with us? What you want to do, bro? Make it a little easy for you. You got some pink stuff. You got some other stuff. Just chill out, bro. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? That's going to go. And then after a while, that money going to be right there. Everything going to be right. He got to make a choice. What you want? You want to go back to the hood? You want to do what you want to do? You with us or what? And he was making their choices, y'all. Jim Jones, Cameron, Mace, Fabulous, Mano. They're making them choices. fatjoe, Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, DMX, Method Man. They're making them choices, y'all. It's called the industry. End of an era, y'all. Once the director tells you all the tricks of the movie, it is over. To this day, Oliver Stone did not admit if it was real cocaine in the movie Scarface or not. He said, I'm not going to tell you that. Because he know, if I tell him that, Scarface, that shit over with. I ain't telling him if it's real or not. No, you going to think it's real to the day you die, but then again, it could have been real. You ain't going to know because Oliver Stone he know what it is. With this rap shit, it ain't like that. We know what it is. That means it's over. We know the tricks. We know all the schemes, scam, food, family. We cannot pay to go to see a magic show if we know all the tricks. That means the show's over. That's rap. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop. All right, that's it. Because it got sold out. It got done with. It's because of them. When I kept telling you they the ones sold it out, here's the proof. What's my proof? Jay-Z and Diddy and them sold New York out. Because when it was in New York, they kept fake beefing with each other. They kept fake beefing with each other because they knew by them beefing with each other, hip hop wasn't going to grow. And they was only beefing with each other, so we beef with each other. And you'll see, family, in the 2000s, when they was beefing, you're going to see every ghetto hood around America was beefing. Anybody with any beefs in y'all hood, I don't care where you from, I bet you they started cooking that. And when 2000 started, that gap from 2000 to 2001, 2, 3, 4, 8, all that was just gang bang banging, gang bang banging. That whole time was on the street. What's up, Barbara? No, y'all. They were beefing, so you going to beef. Then when they do drop a beef documentary, 1, 2, 3, 4, y'all gonna always love beef. Y'all gonna always love beef, even though beef in the jail dead. Y'all gonna love it. Yeah, man, that's what they did. They got rich in blood, straight up. All they money. Take over today, y'all. I'm just getting started. What's up? We up? Who up in the chat? I see y'all. Who in tune with the show? Holla at me. What's up, y'all? Let's go. All right. Money scammer. Not a money scanner. A money scammer from youngsters. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. They monopolized the black community to get where they're at. And now they're getting dumped on their face. Let's go. Now, it is said that Diddy has a chance. Diddy's legal team is sure to be an interesting one. And reportedly, he's trying to obtain the best representation possible. Before his trial, reportedly, even tried to recruit Joe Tocopina, the lawyer who recently helped A$AP Rocky secure a not guilty verdict in his assault case in the past. He has also represented Meek Mill and Michael Jackson and Number 47. So it is said that if Diddy gets him, he has a chance. But it's going to cost him a lot of money. So this is the new story that's cooking. Something else you're going to see. The more we get close to Diddy trial, the more you're going to, I noticed that. You're not going to get no updates. A lot of people want this shit to hurry up and get it over with because it's about to expose all of them. Yes, it is. I told you the Diddy trial is going to represent the official end of rap. The official end of an era starts May 5th. I'm just giving you the pregame. All right? When this Diddy trial is over with, according to my calculations, gangster rap will be officially outlawed. And that, you know what that means? Yo, if you playing it and blasting it, don't be surprised you keep getting pulled over. All right, that's all I'm gonna tell you. If you look like you listen to hip hop, don't be surprised you keep getting harassed. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Let's go. Cause what it is said that they're gonna be getting people around the world. Sean Diddy Combs accusations implicate dozens of people worldwide, y'all. Around the world, Craig. And we know this fool is overseas right now, so I know they talking about you too, French. Because you around the world. You out the country, fool. You out the country. Russell out the country. Who else? It's some more people, y'all. Some more people. Yes, it is. It's more people. So look, right? This is what we was talking about when it's a worldwide thing, and I think some people ran already. Yep. So you see it, right? There's some names gonna be coming out. You know, they also probably talking about who? The Prince. You know, they probably talking about the Prince too, y'all. This shit about to get deep. Accusations implicate dozens of people worldwide. All right? Now you see why DJ Khaled got that casket to his house. But guess what, y'all? I also think Chloe is a Do we have any proof about Chloe? Anyway, the royal family of the Kardashians and the Jenners. Snoop Dogg been paying homage. This was one of my favorite pictures of Snoop Dogg when I knew everybody still believed he was a gangster. But no, thank you very much, Black. No, y'all, this is hip-hop, what it always been. This what it always been. This what it always been. All right? Now I'm going to give a disclaimer because I'm going to say that's AI technology. I'm going to say that's AI. I'm going to say that's not real. But it's a joke within the joke. This what always been going on. And I told y'all we been getting pranked for a long time. When I was just talking about yesterday, Suge, Tupac been telling us about Dre. People still love Dre. Dre gave birth to more entertainers. That's why nowadays, goofball era. Like I said, Suge had to go to jail. You got what you got today, LA. You got what you got. Life after Suge. Be happy with yourself. All right? But this is what you got now, because that's what it is. So everybody's out now, bro. It's all out. The end of an era. Dr. Dre telling you the truth. Because you know what I realized? I said, yo, man, the truth is they all older now, man. People still expect Dr. Dre to be Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is over 60 years old. So that makes you delusional. If you think Dr. Dre really supposed to go in the studio and drop some heat, that means you're delusional. That means you didn't grow up. So I had to look. I'm looking at this thing like, oh, and in my mind like, yo, is it people that still look up to them like that and really expect certain things from them and they're old? Like, they got all the proof to stuff over with. Dr. Dre is over 60. Chuck D over 60. Ice-T over 60. And you mean to tell me all these grown people had the same passion for this shit? That's why they where they at. But Dr. Dre said he want to live his life. You see Dr. Dre is very happy, right? He's happy. He's good, y'all. He's proud. All right? Right in your face, y'all. Right in your face. Right in your face. Exactly. I'm one of them people that saw Dr. Dre album cover, World Class Wrecking Crew. And when Eazy-E dissed his ass, I always believe Eazy-E because I ride with Eazy-E. All right? When I was an NWA fan, because of Eazy-E, period. So my thing is this. They've been telling us. They've been showing us. I've been showing with tight-ass clothes and jerry curls. I never believe that gangster stuff. Even though he smacked the crap out of woman, you got all the proof he abused woman. And that's how I really knew he was what? You know what? Yeah. Like I said, this picture ain't real. But within every picture, it might be a joke. All right? Now, the bottom, that's a real picture. I think the top is too. I don't know. I'm going to just say it's fake. I'm going to leave it alone. But you got your proof, gangster rappers. You got your proof, gangster rappers. Gangster Crip. Los Angeles. Suge gone. This is what you got. This is what it is. The Kardashians and the Jenners now run L.A. The Hiltons, they're still in the background. All right? Remember that. They all was Hollywood the whole time, fools. All Hollywood. They're going to stay Hollywood. So when that fool told you they not like us, he said what he mean. They into a whole nother lifestyle than you. They do things different from you. They don't think like everything different. When he put it on Drake, that's what he did. Because he know where all of them at. They in that crowd. They in this country. They in Hollywood. He know that. That's why I say all y'all got trolled. He know that. When he said they're not like us, because they into something else. They gave you the proof they're not like you. They gave you the proof they don't like you. You still don't get it. And they all dipped off with their money. They rich. You might not see none of their face again. But you ain't going to see your neighborhood no more. And you ain't going to see no glory no more. I guarantee that much. LeBron. See? I've been studying this shit. Ben knew about Pizzagate. Ben knew about these pipelines. Ben knew about certain stuff. So when they did this shit and I saw all of them in the crowd, I knew what this shit was about. Minor. It wasn't about Drake. Everybody here accused of some stuff. But you want me to think they good? No. It's all of them, y'all. What you're watching is the end of an era, and it's going to come to an end. It don't matter how many media companies LeBron got. It don't matter how many people behind him. The same for him, Jay-Z, and Diddy, when Diddy done birthed all these bastards. So he's facing life in jail. You should already know what's about to go down, y'all. Because they all going to get their issue. It's going to be strategic. When the NBA season is over, Diddy will still be in trial. Huh? When this shit over with and Diddy in court, LeBron James better kiss his ass goodbye. They only spared him because he helped carry the NBA season with viewership, money, sports bet. This is last year, y'all. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. And strategically, when the NBA is in the playoffs, it's going to be the same time when the Diddy's trial start. So I'm going to tell you right now, guess who ain't going to be playing their best game? Guess who will not be playing their best game in these playoffs? Because when he playing in them playoffs and that Diddy trial start, somebody going to turn into a brick and be shooting a lot of bricks because he going to be stressing. Trust me on that. Who else going to be stressing? Oh, yeah, NBA player. I told you, it's over for all black players. Huh? That's why you going to see DeMar DeRozan there, his career over with. Russell Westbrook, career over with. The Denver Nugget coach got fired because of Russell Westbrook bum ass. Huh? The goofy crit that wear dresses. That's all of them. So when he said they not like us, and you going to look at Russell Westbrook, he don't want to dress. Look at LeBron, he don't want to dress. Huh? DR.DRE going to be doing what he do, right? Diddy going to get accused of what he get accused of because we not like y'all. That's right. When he said they're not like us, they can walk around Hollywood outright with their shit. Huh? With DR.DRE in Hollywood, with his wife, he don't get no judgment, right? Because that's what they do in Hollywood. It's a Hollywood thing. So that's why he said, they're not like us. Kendrick ain't from no hood, he from Hollywood. That's right. He from the other brotherhood. Get it? No, it was always in your face. The whole game was put it on Drake. Meanwhile, it's all of them that been screwing you over. Huh? California's getting wiped out. Is it a such thing as a black neighborhood in California still? Is it? Are they the official minority now? Yep. Yeah, where Kendrick at? Where reparations at? Sound good. Where's that? Drake chilling somewhere. Where you at? Huh? No. It was a prank pulled on y'all. That this was last year was y'all last year. You just didn't know it. Last year was the year X. Last year was the year you got crossed out, X'd out. That's right. Told you, man. This was going on. Huh? Clowns. When he said they're not like us, it's an umbrella. Hip-hop started one way, rap started one way, but when it ended as a clown show. It ended as a freak show. You're watching a freak show. That's what it is, y'all. When I told you, we went through Little Richard. Kendrick and them DR.DRE, they know they roll. Kendrick know he got to be a clown. He know he be trolling because they know this was a bunch of BS because Hollywood is the main home of certified what? The ones accused of what? All right then. Huh? LeBron James got a school. Who LeBron James be around? Who LeBron James be around? Minor. All right? Don't play with me. It ain't me. It's playing the internet. No, it was in your face. A lot of y'all was asleep. A lot of y'all was riding goats. A lot of y'all was high. A lot of y'all was scrolling, but it's all over with now, the end of an era. Trust me on that. End of an era. That's what's going on. Ain't no mistake with this picture. Ain't no mistake at all. At all. At all. Why? When the picture's taken of me, I have the right to say, no, I don't like that picture. Give me another. Give me one better than that. All on purpose. Where they get them kids from? The ghetto, the hood. Is LeBron James from the hood? No. He been snatched up by them people since 15, which proved them people had a pipeline in Cleveland, Ohio, the young boys back then, but they still ain't peeping. They prove to you. They've been going to these ghettos, getting these kids, making them be whatever they want them to be, because everybody know when you go to that ghetto with them poor black kids, it's fair game. You can do whatever you want to do, and ain't nothing gonna happen. And when it's all said and done, you can actually buy you a slave. You ain't got to go to Africa to get one. You go down to the nearest ghetto near you, and you buy you one. Mama gonna take the money, and that's what been happening. So don't ever talk to me about no king. Ever talk to me about no superstar. I don't live in fantasy land. If he was not chosen, he would not be no king. He was chosen by corporation, fool. The chosen one mean McDonald's, ESPN, Disney, went to Ohio. They saw that boy play. They say, that's him. That's him right there. That big ass boy, that's him. Chosen one. So play with me. All right? But it's all over with now. And y'all all gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. Been telling you already, his crown been got knocked off. Been. No. The end of an era, y'all. They can't hold on no more. Huh? They been from 2000 to 2025, y'all. 50. No, he's 60s. He's 40s. We're the young talent. Who's under him? Who did LeBron make great? Who was his number one adversary? Or did he make sure he didn't have an adversary? Oh, his adversary, Steph Curry. 6'3" young man control. They both work for the same president. Both gave the president a jersey. Huh? No opposition. Where's the opposition at? None. Structure. Fake world. Huh? All fake. No, that's your life. Let's get it. Let's get it. I told you. Embarrassment. Raven-Symoné told you she'd been touched on. Raven-Symoné told you. I'm lying. Orlando Brown told you. Because they all child stars that are in bondage. Raven-Symoné cannot get out of Hollywood if she wanted to. She probably ain't got no family. When I told you the last day, all of them got to look like weirdos, lunatics, and every single black woman got to have a sob story of how they've been abused, and man, ain't shit. They actually make these stories up, y'all. They make up stories of how they were so abused by their family. But you gonna notice this shit. I told you they all exposed, y'all. Raven-Symoné gonna tell us about abuse, but she would never fix her mouth to ever tell us about that Hollywood abuse, because Raven-Symoné want them jobs. And when you peep that, she was a little tiny girl on a Cosby Show. She probably was getting touched on back then. And she gonna keep pushing these narratives of black men abusers, because that's what they all gotta do, y'all. Look. Raven-Symoné calls late father abusive, and his death freeing her, and it pressured her to have breast implants. Liar. How we know she lying? She ain't been tell that story. When you want to tell a good story, you trash somebody black. You tell a black horrific story, they've been doing that shit for years. That's their fucking job. Trash the black man. Trash the black man. Huh? She caters to the rainbow people. That's her gimmick. Huh? Trash their ass. Make up stories. That's what they do, y'all. Lying on her own father to stay relevant. But she's a freak. But she don't know I know that. A freak, all of them. That's Hollywood. This your brand on Hollywood. You Google Raven-Symoné, you look at that child, and look what she grew up into. That's what Hollywood do to their ass, y'all. It's out the bag. You gonna see her with that pink, and she a damn freak now. No, ain't no coincidence. All of them. You know Jada Pinkett came in as that cute little girl. Look at her now. They got turning freaks in your face. An era has passed, but you won't accept it. These bitches about 50 years old now. They need to go. I'm glad this shit over with. What she do, what they do. You got a pattern. They your pedos. What you heard about them doing about Chef Empire? What you heard about that? Huh? You didn't understand they was abusing Alcina. August Alcina, they was abusing his ass. You didn't get that part. They didn't have an entanglement with a grown-up. They had an entanglement with a young person. But see, they like them young men and them young ladies barely legal. They like them barely legal. So even though they in their 20s, they want about no older than 24. That's it. Who's behind it? Jada Witch. All right? Screw all of them. All right? Screw all of them. If their time is up, the end of an era. So guess what I'm trying to tell y'all? The truth is, the more y'all indulge in this shit, the stupider you're going to stay. If you don't just take it as entertainment. It is just entertainment. That's it. All that with that lifestyle shit, all that, man, that shit over with. Another person I got respect for. to give y'all the proof. Tamron Hall, she don't get in no trouble. She's very sweet, very nice, all that. But she has to stick to the script. What's the script, Tamron? Tamron Hall's domestic violence battle, 20 years after brutal murder of stepsister. Black trauma, black pain, abuse, abuse, abuse. I told y'all, that's y'all narrative. Abuse, depression. That's the gimmick for y'all. It's always been that. White celebrity, interview, just got married. I'm having my best life. What do you do now? I do yard work. You know, we just have so much fun with the kids. Your story. My daddy beat me. Your story. I was in an abusive relationship. No, they got to promote abuse. So you thought abuse was normal, y'all. All of these sick bastards had to push scripts. So in your life, you think it's normal. No, y'all, this is what they got to do. Being that it's 2025, I'm just showing y'all how it is all exposed. It is very, very simple, and it's in your face. Everybody black has to play a low-down, dirty role, go with a low-down, dirty script. They got to be a damn freak to get the money now because they at the bottom of the barrel. That's right. So all late news will be about trash. Get it? It will always be about trash and dirt. Now, you got something good, holler at me. But the good news only going to be some simple-ass shit. I'm just telling you the truth, y'all. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not here to destroy nobody, nothing. I'm just telling you the truth. The dark side of shit. My channel is a dark web. Soulja Boy's RAPE accuser. 75 million in money. You got the proof. The old generation, young generation, Soulja Boy generation, y'all ass up out of here. Millennials, y'all up out of here. Everybody's gone. Destroyed, brain fried. Can't cook a full course meal. Done. Soulja Boy RAPE accuser want $75 million. The one he allegedly had in the house, the one he allegedly went let go, the one who allegedly was only weighing 75 pounds, something like that. Soulja Boy is done, y'all. No, you're watching the embarrassment of rap. It's not a coincidence. Every single last one of them got embarrassment, bad news, tarnishment. You'll clearly see this shit is never coming back. Fantasyland. But the question is, do you have at least 100 songs that are classics downloaded right now as we speak? Do you have that? Because I'm telling you, a lot of y'all going to be chasing this smoke so much, you're going to look up and forget about all your favorite music, and that shit going to be ghost. They're already doing it. They're already doing it. Yup. I think they're going to hold all the music and then bring it all back out on record and make that shit be $100 a record. Yeah, $10 a song. And that's what they're going to do, release singles again. All right? Let's go. Who up? Who up in the chat? Nah, they all out the closet, y'all. It's over with. The end of an era, y'all. Now let's prove the chain of command. When I was telling y'all, right? You at the end of an era. Now let me prove it to y'all, man. Y'all, a lot of y'all went for it because you ain't know no better. But then again, let's go to prove that we at the end of an era, y'all. And we can prove that everybody we saw, everybody we still see, they're going to come back from this circle some kind of way. And I also can prove how all these people are still in your reality, because I told you, these characters are put in our life to be in our life to the day we die. That's why you're going to still watch Power. You're going to still see 50. Wherever you go, you're going to still see one of them. To this day, Kanye on the internet, you still see him, don't you? That's how it's going to be. Y'all whole reality going to always be controlled with celebrities. No matter where you go, they're going to be right there. That's right. They're going to be right there. Now, let's look. They love Kendrick Lamar to this day. What family tree does Kendrick Lamar come from? It's very simple. What family tree does Kendrick come from? Very simple. All right? Make it more clear for you. So even though Kendrick was winning 2024, he still goes back to this circle, and ain't no way around it. Who's his OG? Who's a big homie that brought him in the game? So when Tupac said that about Drake, do you believe it? Let's do a vote. How many of y'all believe what Tupac said about Drake? Show some love to Tupac if you believe it. We won't clear this up today, y'all. So I ain't in no rush. I might do a whole morning takeover. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, streamers, get to working. Come on, get your ass up, get to work, hit the live button. Let's go. All right. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Keep that live going. Let's go. All right. Now you tell me today. Do you believe Tupac or was Tupac capping? All right. Now, Suge said Kendrick was his little boyfriend. Suge said Kendrick was Dr. Dre's little boyfriend. Do you believe it? Salute LA Slim. Do you believe it? That's why I say today's the day, the end of an era. Thank you very much for teaming. Do you believe it? What up, Tamiko? Shout out to the West Coast. All right. All right then, Black family. All right then. It's right in your face. It's all about, that's why I say it's all on if you want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's right in your face. So look, no, y'all, ain't no way in hell you're going to be with this fruity ass man that been fruity since the world record class crew in the goddamn 80s because he got his ass played with and he going to do it to you. Hell no. Then you're going to see a lot of rappers got with him, but what y'all didn't get is a lot of rappers got with Dre, but they didn't come out because maybe they didn't get Dre no ass. Maybe that's why they didn't come out. All right? But you know who was his favorite. So don't play with me. So I told you, when I heard Suge first say that, that's how Kendrick looked when I saw him. Then you're going to see when Nipsey died, he tried to turn to Nipsey. But you still didn't master the art of their actors, and they mastered the art of acting tough. LeBron James actor, movies. Dr. Drake is an actor. You got the proof. They all actors, y'all. They all are actors. But you ain't want to get it. You kept picking and choosing. Fool is all of them. Huh? And to tell you the truth, the honest God truth, until you got proof, they all worse than Drake, fool. You have no proof on Drake at all. You have many proof on them. Throw the sex out the window. You have all the abuse factors on them. Drake gave out $1 million in the video, y'all. Jay-Z is going back to Brooklyn, taking money, putting kids in debt. Top of the top. Truth is the truth. You want to keep living lives. That's why y'all destroyed. All right? The truth is, Drake gave $1 million in a video. I don't care if it was a stunt. You tell me how much money they gave away, and I'm going to wait. I might go take a shit, go to the store and all that. Huh? I'll wait. You tell me one time they gave out some money. All right? Tell me one time. You know for a fact Bad Boy artist got jerked, right? You know for a fact Black Rob died dead, right? Died broke as fuck, right? Huh? Craig Mack died he died like what? Craig Mack and Black, okay then, right? You want to see everybody that helped build Bad Boy died the worst, didn't he? All right then. No, y'all. Still want to accept nothing? It's ain't about what you accept. Just about what it is. All right? The end of an era. As of now, after this week, anybody talking about this shit, you shall be considered a grandpa or grandma. That's about it. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about that era. That era right here. Or I'm just going to say this. That era will never be held in that same standard as it was. Only person who still get their respect is 50 Cent. That's it. And why is he getting respect? Because he don't make his money on rap no more. That's why. Only reason why. And another reason why with 50, he been got away from rap. When he was trying to sell you headphones, he had the liquor, but he been got away from rap. He been knew this shit, y'all. No. That's why when 50 had power, Jay-Z was scamming schools, doing deals for title with white men. Yeah. So let's go. Thank you very much. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Y'all keeping it going, so I'm going to keep it going. That's right. We up. Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you. Shout out to the new people, y'all. Make sure y'all get you a membership. I'm about to unleash. Let's go. All right? So here's your proof, New York. They all could have squashed the beef a long time ago, but they never had no real beef. The beef was a marketing scheme to keep New York beefing. Because like I said, this picture comes from after the New York thrill was over. New York had lost the crown. That's when they was in Atlanta with T.I. T.I. was favored over them. Kanye was favored over them. This was 50 last run. And this when they all had to come together on what? I get money. So New York, let's think about it. When we was in New York and we was their fans, we've never got a chance to see Jay-Z, 50, and Diddy be friends on one stage. Even though they was always cool through Steve Stout. They couldn't be cool in New York because the plan and the gimmick was the beef. After Biggie and Tupac, the standard of gangster rap was beefing. Because the beefing made us beef. It was about divide and conquer. Divide and conquer was taught to you through hip-hop. You didn't know what divide and conquer was But the more you kept watching that beef, you learned about it. Then you did it. Now you're in it. Divide and conquer. Hip-hop taught you that. All right? At first, hip-hop taught you to come together. But when they took it over, it taught you to stay separate. So that's why everybody got their opinions and twisted and views mixed up with all this shit. People still, y'all, check it out. People still put hip-hop and rap together. They don't separate it. Hip-hop, rap, gangster rap. Then people mixed up all the errors. Hip-hop started out pure when it was in the street. Period. Block parties. The original hip-hop I saw when I was a little kid, baby boy, was block party, music blasting, mic on rotation. Rapping, passing mics, rapping. Music playing. That's hip-hop. These events that were already going on, the executives started to come down and check them out. The rich men, the gay men, they started coming to these neighborhoods, checking them out. Women, overseas. They gave the movie Wild Style. They were documenting the shit. But then they realized some shit, a light bulb, oh shit, we can get rich on this stuff. Actually, we can take it and control them. If they love this, if we control this, we'll control them. And then that was the plot. So they bought out hip-hop by what? Buying everybody out the hood, giving them record deals. Everybody that got a record deal, what? Put themselves in bondage. They didn't know about independent back then. So once it hit the 90s, NWA was the first certified governmental rap group that was carbon copied into this shit. Even though at this time, hip-hop was what it was always controlled, but that gangster rap was something different. Gangster rap was produced strictly for destruction and to teach blacks how to do crime. Like in the South, I know your history, right? Blacks in the South learned how to do crime from NWA in a TV show called In the Heat of the Night. Before that, they didn't know too much about crime because the white people did all the crime. And it was taught to them. That's what happened. Then, after a while, time changed in the South, whites stopped doing crime, and the blacks started doing all the old crimes white people used to do. You want to know more about that? Watch the TV show called Heat of the Night. I don't watch documentaries. I watch real life shows that document a time. All right? So, yeah. Era's over with. You was told T.I. was the king of the South. Y'all believed it. You ain't peep how they was already crowning him to disrespect Pimp C. They were crowning him because I told you, they put kings in seats. They were dealing with Rome order, stuff like that. See, Diddy was the king, but he put T.I. in position to make you think he the king. Diddy was the man, he put Jay-Z in the seat to make you think he was the king. So they gave you an album called Watch the Throne with Kanye. Whole time, the real king is Mr. You-Know-Who, Combs. Because you didn't know how the world run. You still blaming 47, but you don't understand that what? He get phone calls. Because you live in what? Fantasy land. Still didn't grow up. Anybody don't grow up after 2025, mark your calendar, get you some insurance. So at least your kids have something. Keep believing all that shit. All right? Keep believing Jay-Z a billionaire. Have you ever heard of a billionaire give some kids scholarships and then those kids owe the money and find out it was a lie? Name one. Talk about white man. Name one. Jay-Z's Rock Nation. This fool make me respect Martin Luther King to a whole nother level, y'all. I swear to God, he does. He makes me respect Martin Luther King on a whole nother level, man. And a lot of them. Period. Just off the fact he sold that black card shit. Just for that, I respect Rosa Parks more than him now. See what I'm saying? I respect damn near all of them more than him. The gays, civil rights, all of them more than him. Everybody that was with Martin Luther King when his ass got shot, I respect all of them more. I respect Jesse Jackson more than this punk. Straight up. Straight up. Jay-Z's Rock Nation School under fire as students feel deceived over debt-free promise. A nigga from Marcy Projects, like I kept telling you, a nigga shall be a nigga. If you're from a fucking project where you smell piss, dirt, crackheads, shootings, it's still going to be in you if you don't change your ways. You have so much proof he never changed his ways because he went from the hood to being brainwashed to being a white man, a fake white man on top of that. All right? He's not even a real white man. Stop it. All right? You have no proof of nobody doing this to you. You got proof on him. He did this to youngsters. Not no grown-ups that to shoot him in his ass. Youngsters. Ruin their life. Put them in debt. Even though right now, any one of these college kids don't acknowledge their debt or get a payment, they are ruined for life. You could have went to Jay-Z school. You in debt. You will never have a car in your name. You will never have an apartment in your name. And it's going to be because of him. That's how the new world works. So on top of that, to prove it, he started this school 2021 in a pandemic. Don't tell me he had online courses to get free money. 2021 wasn't nothing moving. He started a scam, y'all. Let's go. Let's go to the top of the top. Replay, recap. I'm watching the chat. Jay-Z Rock Nation School. What's up, Judah? What's up, Judah? I didn't even see you. What's up? Good morning, Judah. Good morning, sister. What's up? All right. Jay-Z Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, Entertainment at Long Island University in Brooklyn has come under scrutiny over his promise that its students would be able to graduate debt-free. Right in your face. We got the proof, y'all. They were promised that they will graduate debt-free. That's why I always was taught I don't believe in promises, man. It's certain words. I know all the words to look for when you say promise. I don't promise, hope. I don't deal with those words, y'all. Try. I don't deal with those words. Can't. Sorry. Certain words I don't even acknowledge. I'm telling you, it is so many words in your lifestyle that's set up for failure. They don't get it. That is the magic. They don't know the magic work like that. The magic is this. We're going to give them a promise and some hope. But really, we told them, we're just giving you promise and hope. I told you I'm giving you hope. I didn't say nothing about getting your education. I said I'm giving you hope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In a report, Gotham, a number of current and former students opened up about their experience at the school, saying they feel deceived after being saddled with thousands of dollars of debt. Jay-Z. So you telling me he's a billionaire, but he could not pay for these kids from where? Brooklyn? So he didn't do this nowhere else. He did this to the kids of Brooklyn. He couldn't even pay for the kids of Brooklyn after he lied and said he owned the Nets, after he knows for a fact he's the reason why Brooklyn is regentrified to this day. He's the reason to this day why Brooklyn is so expensive. Then on top of that, he came back a couple years ago and went and got some more money from Brooklyn. Yep. Why? Because nobody ever chastised his ass. Nobody never said nothing. Can't say nothing to your God. He was their God, so they taught their kids to bow down. And like I said earlier, you got to be a damn fool to let your kid go to a school with hip-hop. Huh? No, you didn't know no better? You had no clue that school would not be respected on no damn certificate. Thank you very much, LA Slim and everybody else. All right? No. Your school means a lot. You go to this school, it's going to be considered a joke. That's what it's going to be. All right? But you didn't know that. Because he promised them they was going to see Rihanna and DJ Khaled, y'all. Scam. Let's go. The school, which opened in 2021, offered some students what it called a Hope Scholarship. It's in the word. He gave them a Hope Scholarship. I hope it's a scholarship. I hope I ain't got to pay nothing. Come to find out, they ass had to pay because it was a Hope Scholarship. I hope I can get out the hood. Hopefully, I get through the school stuff. I'll make it. Hopefully, Hope Scholarship. Living on Prayers, 2021. No, mama's supposed to say, screw that shit. You going to this school right here. One of the first students to be offered one of these scholarships was a woman named Justice Stevenson, who claimed she was later informed that she owed $26,000 in student debt. He ruined their life, y'all, before they had a chance to have a life. If this story did not come out today or yesterday, I wouldn't have known about what he did in Philly. Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good than, check it out, my bad, hold up. Doing more harm than good with 300 million Philadelphia scholarship. When all these fools had to do was build a what? Rec center. Thank you, Judith. They could have built rec center. All they had to do, y'all, was build a new up-to-date version of a YMCA. That is it. Instead of the pool, tech classes, art classes, music classes, film. Then they still got to deal with math, science, English, philosophy. Hey, teach them about Greek culture, Roman culture, teach them about all cultures in that center. That's all you could have did. Updated YMCA, how hard was that? Didn't have to be super big. Huh? We from New York, we know how big community centers are in the hood. They don't take much. No, they didn't want to do it, y'all. Period. That's their real charges. That's why I say today it's not based on nothing sexual. Their charges, they didn't do nothing but rob people. Shit. It's still taken. Another charge is they also accused of dealing with trafficking minors. Somehow, they always around schools. Somehow. Because they pipelines, that's why. Yeah, they purposely go to the ghetto and get them kids. Why? Because of the parents. They love to get those welfare kids. They say nobody cares about welfare kids. You could do whatever you want to them, especially if their mother don't love them. You want to see all these welfare kids get all these fake promises. And then somehow you don't see them no more. You don't know some of these kids be in these programs, when they finish, they be cross-dressers. They be homeless. They get turned out. They get depressed when they realize they ain't graduating from college and they ain't getting nowhere. All right? Thank you very much, DR. It makes you more depressed when you've been around celebrities and you didn't win. All right? You see that little boy with that blonde hair? That's what they were teaching at them schools. When that president came in with rainbows, these are the schools they were teaching them at. Huh? These are the kids, they can do whatever they want to. Do whatever they want with them. Excuse me. Private school, charter school, they can do whatever they want. Kid, who the kid gonna tell? Where the kid proof gonna come from? These were pipelines for their pick of the litter. You don't just snatch a kid up. When they're in school, you get to learn everything about them. You get the whole background. You get the whole background, their whole life. Background, kids, family, you know everything about them. Then you go what? Groom them. Make them what you want them to be. You get your what? Your pick of the litter. So when I tell you, everybody they made a star, a lot of people come from pipelines. Usher told you, Diddy had a sleepaway camp because they had programs to bring in kids. Back in the day, it was called camps. Now it's schools. It's pipelines for kids. You have your proof. You know what happened to Usher as a minor. Diddy got him as a minor. This same man has schools with minors. Are you finally going to grow up, Negroes? This is what they've been doing for decades. That's why there was no more such thing as a milk carton. You guys didn't get it. Poor kids end up homeless on streets when they finish with them. Poor kids end up dead. Poor kids end up with BBLs and transplants living out of hotels. Huh? When you see that all of these new transgender lifestyle has occurred, when you now know that hip-hoppers like cross-dressers, that's why Hollywood got the most cross-dressers. Atlanta, the most cross-dressers. Miami, the most cross-dressers. Chicago, the most cross-dressers. New York, the most cross-dressers. Philly, the most cross-dressers. Wherever the rappers at, cross-dressers. But you never got that. Maybe they was breeding them from young. Maybe they was breeding them from young. You didn't get it, did you? When you seen all these armies come out, maybe you just didn't get they were all being groomed in schools since 2009. Huh? See that young boy with that blonde hair? What do you know about blonde hair? What I told you about blonde hair for the future. There was no such thing as that. To the demolition man. They were creating this behavior. See that young girl right there? They were grooming rainbows. They were breeding a new race that is now taking place. LeBron James type of school? What's the percentage of the graduates from the school? Where's the proof of the cap and gowns? Looks like spectacles to me. Looks like they're looking at him like, they just told us to stand here. We don't really know too much about basketball, but I was told LeBron James would help black kids. Where the black kids at? I know how this game work. Paper bag rule, white face. Where the schools at? Where the black kids at? Where's the proof of the black kids graduating? Or is he the face of it? Does somebody else run this school and he just a face? Where's the proof of the graduation, y'all? You mean to tell me LeBron James posts every day? LeBron James always tweeting, typing for years straight, but you can't show me a lot of pictures of successful kids from the school, no records, no proof or nothing? Huh? Really? You still believe in fairy tales? Huh? You do? I heard about some stuff happening at this school too. I just ain't gonna say nothing. All right? You got proof? Still believe in this shit? Looks like a dumb high school dropout to me. Looks like a dumb jock to me that don't know what the hell he's talking about. I bet you that white boy smarter than him and that little girl. I bet you all of them smart as dumbass. Huh? Who the only one saying no party like a Diddy party? Who the only one said it out their mouth? Guess he the dumbest one to me. Oh, he around them kids too, huh? Who he work for? The OPRAH, what happened to them kids at OPRAH school? Pipelines. 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 Is LeBron James really somebody to look up to in school? I'm going to say it again. Had this in basketball. You know, that was back in the day. This is a new era now. He the GOAT. Did they do this in the 50s? Did they do this in the 60s? Did they do this in the 70s? Did they do it in the 80s? Did they do this in the 90s? Did they do this in the early 2000s? I think they started this about the LeBron James era. What it's called, y'all? Flopping. What is called? The flower generation, the flower era. It is labeled the flower era of the NBA. Jordan era, Bird Magic era, flower era. That means the LeBron era. Do you think people will respect him around the world? He's your king. Nobody respect no man that always lay on grounds and hunt the ground, even though he's bigger than Travis Kelce, 6'9", 250. You still believe you still believe all this shit? He's a role model. He takes care of his body. He does this and that. You have one thing that's a proof. You got proof he go to Diddy parties. He also said out his own mouth, not in that saying, he also said, if I wanted to get Diddy in trouble, trust me, trust me. He said out his own mouth. Looks like a dummy to me. Looks like a puppet on a string to me. Do you have any proof? Because of the narrative on TV and everywhere else, LeBron James got to school. LeBron James got to school. LeBron James got to school. What's the success rate of the kids? Because you so stupid, the ones that say that, you didn't know when you got to school, you have to prove the graduation rates. Then I want you to prove to me the black kids graduating, not white kids, not brown kids, not everybody else. Prove to me how many black kids graduated, dummy. This right here let me know it's not all about no black kids, about all kids. I get it. But I was told he did something for black kids. All right? Stop it. No, the end of an era. The end of your falsehood. Young people, you got the proof. Also, some of your parents, they want to grow up, and your grandparents, they want to grow up. Still promoting this bullshit. All of them are controlled by corporations. Jay-Z put those kids in Brooklyn in debt because the plan is don't let their young ass never get out of Brooklyn. Keep their ass in debt, Jay-Z. So when them kids want to get smart, you keep them at the bottom, $25,000 debt. Because Jay-Z and LeBron work for a corporation, and you're going to stay a debt slave, the modern-day slave. You ain't never going to get out of Brooklyn when you deal with Jay-Z. You ain't never going to get out of the hood when you deal with that rat. That's the program, y'all. Jay-Z shall always execute it on your ass. He's going to always show you everything. What else he show you? He's the one that educated LeBron. See the pattern? LeBron James studied this Diddy shit at school. Here's LeBron. See the pattern? LeBron, Jay-Z, what? Schools. LeBron, Jay-Z, what? Media company. Same shit. Why? Because it's all of them, and they all raised together. And I kept telling you they're all going to do the same shit. Now you see them all trying to get out of trouble, but they say it's going to be dozens revealed worldwide. So ain't nobody shaking nothing, and their career is going to be finished. New Sean Diddy Combs accusations implicate dozens of people worldwide. So when French told you he ain't worried about nothing, ask him that shit now. Because he's one of the people that's hiding around the world. He's one of the people that did a lot and was around a lot. 50 Cent said if Diddy get this lawyer, he got a shot. That's what they saying. They say he got A$AP Rocky out. They said he got 47 off. But meanwhile, DR.DRE, he's living his life. I'm living my best life. That's what that means. He living his best life. All right? He don't care what y'all think. Snoop Dogg been did in your face. Hollywood. Black entertainment. Be proud. Stand up, BT. Caitlyn Jenner to also always prove to y'all. They know who run that Hollywood shit, who they better check in with. Here's your queen bowing down. She know who to check in with. That's right. They know who to check in with. See, Tina, they know who to check in with. The real queens of Hollywood. The real witches. Anytime they ask to get packed up. Oh, they did get packed up. Damn, they got their Malibu house burnt. Did you hear anything about the Kardashians getting evacuated? Did you hear anything about the Kardashians getting evacuated? I heard about Tom Hanks getting messed up. I heard about a lot of people. Did you hear about the Kardashians take any losses? That's all I want to know. I also know the Freak-Off Mansion is still good. Diddy House still good in California. Jay-Z and them shit not. Is that a coincidence? LeBron James house not good in Malibu no more. But the Kardashians, they still good. You still didn't get it yet? No. Beyonce, no. When she come around them, getting her place. Guess what else, y'all? Beyonce wears Levi's. Beyonce is a granny. Beyonce is a granny. They been lost their swag a long time ago. You was in a fake world. When they lost that shit 2016 when Yeezus came out, when she was modeling for Versace, Levi's, Ivy Park kid clothes, rainbow hat, get in line. When you go see the queen want to see them rainbows and that pink. So when y'all come around her, y'all better be in order with them rainbows and that pink, and you see Jay-Z look scared. Because like I said earlier, when Jay-Z first made it big, she said, Jay, me and OJ used to have a lot of fun. You know, I kind of like your name, Jay-Z. It reminds me of OJ. We used to have a lot of fun out here in Hollywood. She said, Jay, you know, OJ told me he was going to do that, right? You know, OJ told me what he was going to do before he did it, right? Yeah. I said, Jay, you know OJ did, right? Well, if you don't want to end up like that, stay safe in Hollywood. She been told Jay-Z that shit. Get it? Been told him that shit. Look at Beyonce get turned back to a little girl. What else happened? They were being filmed without their permission. They were being set up. This was them showing the world that what? The people y'all bow down to, they bow down to us. They're nobodies. They're entertainers. Keep telling you, when they're not lights, camera, action, put on the front, and you catch them off script, that's the real them, y'all. Beyonce look like she just happy to be out the house. Only way Beyonce come out the house, she got to always be with her husband and her mommy. You have never in your life seen Beyonce out there house by herself in over 20 years. Matter of fact, you ain't never seen that. If you saw Beyonce outside by herself, please give me the proof. You have no proof. Do you have any proof of Beyonce in 2025 doing a mommy date? Is Beyonce permitted to hit the Instagram live button with her kids? I don't think so. You mean to tell me how long has Instagram been out? Has Beyonce talked to her delusional fans at least once on the line? Has she at least hit the live button one time and say, fans, I just love you guys? At least Nicki do that. Cardi do that. Did Beyonce do that? Beyonce got on Levi's. Now you see why she modeling? Now you see why nobody bought those clothes? Because you ain't got no drip. She thought a grown woman was going to wear clothes with a child name on it, like they were going back to school. I wish I would have seen a woman in real life with Ivy Park on. Cause you see, you would have known. I know. You thinking you cute? I'm talking to you. I look at your arm. I see that shit. Say Ivy Pop. This bitch childish. I'm out. I'm gonna say that for you. I'm gonna know that for your clothes. I'm gonna know that was your childish brain that made you pick out some kid clothes, huh? She tried to put grown-ups in kid clothes, huh? But what did they do? They ruined their child name. Why? Marked down, 80% on sale. They ruined that child name. That child will never be able to have a name again. Okay, don't worry, baby. We're gonna make it up for you. This didn't work. We're gonna take you to Disney. You'll be okay. Huh? Minor, grandma, granddad, fake Russell Simmons. He thought the whole game he was going to run with Russell Simmons swag. When you got all the proof that Jay-Z cannot dress, dummy. He can't dress. No, that's part of why he got a lot of money. I'll give it to him. That fool ain't buy no real clothes in 20-some years. He saved $300 million alone just by not buying shit. I'll give him that. That fool ain't buy no cars or nothing. He got no juice. I'll give him that. When he turned into a white man, he tried to be like Bill Gates. He didn't want to buy shit no more. He was just being regular. Yeah, man. That fool, he never could dress. Why you think everybody that's still stuck in the Rockaway days, they still can't dress neither? You gonna see his men that looked at the Jay-Z, they still can't dress to this day. No, he can't. He never could dress. You name one picture with an outfit Jay-Z had on you, he's like, that shit was, yo, remember that picture he had that? Yo, that shit was right. Can't never, come on, stop it. Told you, man. They've been sucking them off for so long. They're corny. They had to work their magic, y'all, because they corny. So there's a witch meeting right here. They had a witch gathering. Yeah. You see the mother witch? What I say? Beyonce smile around them. She don't smile around y'all. No, y'all. This was them trolling Kanye after Kanye dissed all they ass and Kanye dissed Chris. This is exactly when Kanye lost his deal and everybody turned on him. So they so fake. When Kanye fell out with Kris Jenner, then they went to Kris Jenner house. That's what this was, to troll Kanye. That's all this shit was about. After Kanye had dissed their ass and all that, this was them trying to troll him. Or this was Kris Jenner being petty, calling him to the house to make Kanye mad. That's what was going on, y'all. You'll see Beyonce and the ladies got the house. So you mean to tell me you worship Levi's, you go broke. You listen to her, she said, kick your man out to the left. So you mean you got the proof now, y'all? Y'all been brainwashed by a woman still wearing Levi's. And they saying, Sheila, you know what? It's starting to look like that. It's starting to look like that. I don't see them. I know surgery is way high tech now. Surgery is of a whole nother level. But she was always overdressing. Always overdressing. Yeah. Know what they saying? They saying, Jay-Z, you just like DR.DRE. That's what they said, bro. DR.DRE is living his best life. He's a happy man, and I'm not mad at Dre. I accept it. Dre is over 60. You still want a record. Bro, if you still waiting on the DR.DRE album, check yourself in therapy. Woman, this is how you can test your husband if he's delusional. Not your husband, your man. Any older man, you want to check if they're delusional? Ask them if they're waiting on that DR.DRE album to come out and see what they say. And that's how you're gonna know. That's how you're gonna know if they sick. All right? Ask them if they wait on the new Jay-Z album to drop and see what they say. Told you, man, I ain't got no medical degree or nothing, but I know how you can do psychological tests on people. Huh? Lightbringer. But Lightbringer said, that's a man, Damon. What is that? DR.DRE living his best life, man. That's a lady, man. When rappers talk about woman, that's what they talking about, woman, man. You get it? They talk about all women. That's what they talking about. When they say they love big booty women, that's what they talking about. That's why you're going to see your whole Instagram is nothing but booty pics. Told you, man. Front pictures got banned. Woman with legs open banned. When you see a woman, her hand going to be between the legs or them shit's going to be crossed. No such thing as looking between a woman's legs, fool. No. You got 10 years of looking at ass. It's for a reason. Because they love big booty women. All right? That's it. They don't care about nothing else. They big booty woman. All right? That's it. Bend your ass over. Let's go. All right? No, y'all. DR.DRE, he's happy, man. Salute Dr. Dre. He's happy. See, when you a gay man and you living a life you want to live, you're gonna be happy. When you're miserable, you're gonna be hurting. He's happy, man. Let that man be. All right. Dr. Dre is outright. What is he outright? He do outright the Hollywood game. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. If I already revealed Vivica Fox, y'all don't understand. Let me go back to these pipelines. I told y'all I don't figure this shit out. What they was doing. See, y'all don't get this thing. The reason why a lot of those Hollywood people cross-dressers they deal with, family, they get them from these schools, they get them young, they put them on those pills young, y'all. The ones that look the most feminine that you will never tell, them Hollywood ones, is because they get them into this stuff before puberty and before their manhood kicks in. Get it? They get them on the pills early, y'all. Those are the ones that look the most feminine. Yes, that's what I proved through Vivica Fox. See what I'm saying? Yes, y'all. And also, they've been doing this shit for years. 80s, 90s, they've been doing this shit. But see, the ones that look, see, the truth is, the ones that you won't tell or really get tricked is the ones that actually was on the hormones before they, you see what I'm saying? Before that young man grew his first mustache, before he started growing hair on his body. They get him on that shit early, y'all. Yup. So, those be the ones, like I said, those be the ones for real. You ain't gonna know. You just won't know. Because you ain't gonna know. The real ones. Because guess what? They actually was taking hormones before the hormones kicked in. That's the difference. See what I'm saying? So the Hollywood ones they walk around with, because what I'm telling you, y'all, that's what I was telling y'all. Since I've been watching a lot of old shows, it's been in all the shows the whole time, y'all. It's in our face right now. I'm talking about TV news right now. TV shows. It always been like that. Because see, the Hollywood ones that's the actors, they're high level. They are the real, you know what I'm saying? They're the real trans. And plus, you know, a lot of them, the real ones, they do got the stuff chopped off. That's the Hollywood ones, the real ones. Yeah. See, the real ones, they get them, they be on that stuff early and they chop off early. See what I'm saying? So they might be chopped off before they're 18. Or when they're 18, they chopped off. So when they 30, 40, they've been living that life a long time. And they, see what I'm saying? So they more feminine than the other ones, and the ones they walk around with because they know we ain't gonna know unless you see between their legs. So I'm saying that's the real ones. The real ones you ain't gonna know unless you see between their legs. But see, you gotta remember at Hollywood, lights, camera, action, you ain't knowing about all that. They just do walkthroughs. You don't know about all that. So I'm saying you ain't between their legs. You ain't gonna never know because they, you see what I'm saying? It's Hollywood, so they know what hairstyle to put on them, what outfit, blend right in. That shit been going on our whole life, y'all. I seen it in many shows. Many shows, y'all. I seen it already. It's proven. They've been doing this shit forever, y'all. Yup. You'd be surprised. So when Kendra said they not like us, they were talking about everybody that is not Hollywood. Everybody that is not in their brotherhood. Everybody that don't get down like them. Everybody that don't think like them. All right? And that's why LeBron made sure he was there, because he wanted them. It's very simple, y'all. I told you when Kendrick was singing that, the whole Hollywood was in the crowd. I saw it with my own eyes. Kim Cannon was there too. The whole Hollywood was there. So that's why I say, when he was saying they not like us, they get it. They like LeBron, right? That's right. They not like us. That's right. That's right. They not like us. That's right. They the other people. They the foreigners. They the other black people. They some other shit. That's what they was telling y'all. That's right. They not like us. LeBron, tell them why we not like you. Because we don't do none of the shit you do at all. I don't do nothing you do on the basketball court, fool. I don't wear the sneakers you wear. Right, I'm not like you, bro. And I don't take pictures like you at all. Right, I'm not like you, Kendrick. I ain't like Drake. I'm not like Jay-Z. I'm not like Diddy. And I'm proud of that. Proud. Huh? That's a nice picture, LeBron. It's a nice picture, even though you're trying to be Diddy. Huh? You mean to tell me you couldn't take no better picture than that? Oh, so when you put the word promise to little black kids, make sure they look like little black slaves. Make sure they still look like 1800s. But see, when you take another picture and you want to look good in your glory, you see what I'm saying? You want to take a fake picture like this. Make sure they put that good white boy there. I ain't nothing against white people. I'm just saying that because LeBron James always talking that black talk. He always talking that black talk. He did open school and black people. No, this picture means that that white boy and that young lady are the top priority. You will see LeBron James so racist, that black man even gonna stand next to him. Don't play with me. You don't know what you be looking at. That black boy was so sorry in LeBron James' eyes, he didn't want him next to him. You stand right here. You stand right here, Timmy. Right in your face, because he's a clown, because he's controlled. Huh? Far as I know, every one of them kids, leave it alone. That's why, see, a lot of time I want to do long lives. The reason why I don't do long lives because I get myself in trouble. That's right. What's up, Divine? What's up, Kiki? What's up, Kiki? What's up? What's up, Gold Rose? So it may be just 144,000. Yeah, y'all. That's what it is. What's up, Roosh? Ain't no part like a Diddy party. LeBron James should be in handcuffs. All right? All right? Because they say he did the most. I'm going to leave that alone. Just play here, because don't lock LeBron James up. He ain't going to make it. All right, let's go. All right? I'm saying, you see the pattern, y'all, right? The end of an era. Do you have any proof of graduation rates? Nope. Do you have proof of any graduation rates on any of their schools? Nope. But you do have proof them students owed money. Them students in debt because Jay-Z lied to them. He told them it was a scholarship. It was free. He was coming to help them. Yeah, they owe money. The question is, if these guys are rappers, why the hell they always around kids? Why they don't like adults? Why they don't like grown-ups? Why they always been preying on kids for decades? Even though hip-hop make you dumb, when I'm trying to get educated, they want me to still be dumb. They want me to go to their schools. Then they want me to have debt so I can fail. All right? So, 50 Cent has shocking reaction to Diddy trying to hire A$AP Rocky's lawyer. All right? So, as you see, it's going down. They saying that if Diddy can get this lawyer, he got a chance. The lawyer said, I think he's got a very defensible case. To me, this whole case boils down to an issue of consent. As far as I know, I don't know all the evidence, but it's an issue of consent. Did they consent or did they not? That's the question, y'all. Because as of now, no male entertainer is accusing Diddy of anything, so it was all consensual, baby all and dildos on that part. He's only being charged for woman, not no men, and no men didn't come on that stage said he did nothing to them. That's how you know they all full of you know what, and that's how you know Terrence Howard, Will Smith, every last one of them to the rappers, they all participated consensually. To me, the whole case boils down to an issue of consent, which means if it's not people accusing him, if Cassie did not do this in the last second, he was going to come home. Because as far as I know, I don't know all the evidence, but it's an issue of consent. Did they consent or did they not? It's the lawyer talking. Was a gun put to someone's head? One of my slogans. Or did they want to do it because they were getting all the perks, all the privileges, all the money, the favorite, all the perks associated with being part of a Diddy party and being one of Diddy's entourage? He's talking about the men, because the only people that's going to enjoy the perks hanging around Diddy is when you a man. And that's why it was all consensual. It is that simple. You can have a woman, but a woman can get tired of the perks. The woman can get tired of your ass and the perks. You seen Cassie in the hallway. We know a woman get tired, even if after 10 years, they're going to get tired. But the men, you have no proof of no men being tired of nothing. You have no proof of LeBron James being forced to live right next to Diddy. People want to forget LeBron lived with Diddy area. I ain't want to say live with, let me correct it. He lived in Diddy. They lived in the same neighborhood in Miami, man. All right? Miami Heat, freak off matching right there. Whole time. Case with LeBron, go back to 2015. recent. LeBron James better pray to God he is not in this case. He better pray to God the tape don't come on him like Meek Mill. Because when this basketball season is over, it is fair game on LeBron James. I think the NBA, everybody going to officially wipe their hands on him because they know he ruined the NBA this year. Let's go. It boils down to was it consensual or not, y'all. So, when I said the other day, if I was a rapper, anybody around Diddy, I would have came out and said he got me, whether I was lying or not. For one, I know this is my last payday. And for two, I know when it's all said and done in history books, they're going to say Diddy got me. They're going to say Diddy got me, man. When this shit closed, it's official, man. Diddy got he got everybody, y'all. And it was all consensual, all the men. And it's going to prove that all the men were so scared, they couldn't wait till Diddy went to jail. It's going to prove that all the men were like scared little kids, and they were finally happy the boogeyman going to jail because he was touching on all their ass. Yep. Told you, everything is in this Diddy story, y'all. You got the proof. You got the proof that Jay-Z always controlled media. That's why today I bet you ain't going to see this topic. Well, all you got to know is I did it first. I had it ready since yesterday to prove to y'all what this fool been doing to minors. I mean, youngsters. I mean, damn. He did this in Brooklyn. Young people. Stole money, put them in debt. Huh? But he's a billionaire. No. Now we see how he got his billions. What else was Jay-Z doing? In Philadelphia. Trying to get his paws on them kids in Philadelphia. Because they love Philadelphia. All right? Jay-Z accused of doing more harm than good with $300 million Philadelphia scholarship. It's called buying kids. It's called legitimate hustles. It's called selling mama's a dream. And now we're going to take your kids on some trips to meet some rappers. That's right. Told you he's a predator, y'all. Why you a predator? No grown-up programs. No grown-up programs. Did Beyonce ever fix her mouth to say anything about young black women born with teenage pregnancy? Even Tupac did that. Did Beyonce start any organization for teenage pregnancy? She don't care about no damn teenagers. She don't care about none of that. All they care about is y'all being their damn fans. Because without young fans, they wouldn't have had nothing. Even though Granny and Grandpa been trying to be around a rap game, even though his whole shit come from Russell Simmons, to the Yankee hat, to the suit, because Russell Simmons jammed his ass up and gave him a check. Beyonce never was an inspirer. She was dressing like a grandma. Stop it. She was still getting dressed from her mama. That's why Kanye and his wife won with the swag and the drip, because they had style. Understand that part. They been lost it. They been finished. Now it's over. Why am I saying that? Because people think she's a you-know-what too, and it's not proven. It ain't proven yet. People think she the same thing as DR.DRE wife because it's a prank. The same way you heard about 50 had to be with Vivica. It's a prank. I think the bigger you are, the more you got to do it. And it is said that Beyonce is the same exact thing until it's proven otherwise. And ask yourself, somebody had a pillow baby bump. You ask yourself, why? Then ask yourself, I don't know. And then leave it at that. Because it's all in your face. It's all in your face. That's Snoop Dogg side piece. Remember you heard about Snoop Dogg having drama with his wife? Here's the proof. When I told you all of them have to bow down to the Jenners and Kardashians, because that's who really run Hollywood. The favorite. All right. Gail Jones, Nimrod, King Nimrod, Tamara, Nia, Dramatic. What's up? What's up, family? We up. I think I'm doing a takeover. What's up? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, you look, right? And look, everybody coming on in the morning. I think I might stay on to everybody. I might break a record on this bitch today. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might. Just might, y'all. What's up? Salute to the chat. What's up, Lorraine? They've taken the meaning of rubbing elbows to a new meaning. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Redskin? What's up, Melanice? Diddy like them scraping and scrambling while Jay scheming and scamming. Anyone who went against their own shall pay in the end. That's right. Laugh at them. That's right. We supposed to do. No, y'all, it's called payback, man. That's right. I told them to have fun with this shit. Yeah. It's payback, y'all. They took the money, now they got to take the shame. They was taught about humiliation ritual. They know about humiliation. They got to take it. They got to take it. They got to take it. What does Snoop Dogg do with Los Angeles? What can you prove to me right now? I know DR.DRE got a school too. You see the pattern? They always got schools. Why? The schools give them access to what? Minors. Shit been in your face the whole time, y'all. No. They are into the lifestyle of Peter Pan. Peter Pan played the flute. The goat played the flute. The rapper rocks the mic. The rapper makes the beat. Huh? Piper, put your hands in the air. Jump around. Do as I say, fool. Jump around. Piper holds the mic. Swipe. Swipe. Lure the kids to the trap. What's the trap? Where we want them to be at. Jail. Pick one. My house. Hotel. Hotel lobby. Where we want them to go. That's where they're going to go. They're going to follow this mic. The magic device. Huh? Swipe. Bam, bam, bam. You're not like them. Them fools in the witchcraft, all of that. Huh? Them fools don't study. They got degrees in that shit. They got degrees in deception. You ain't nowhere on their level when it comes to that. That's why Kendrick outsmart the gangsters. Kendrick's so smart, he ain't wear no clown wig. He made a gangster wear a clown wig on the stage. I'll give him that. Kendrick wear magic tricks on all them dumb Negroes. All of them claiming gangbanger blood, California life. Kendrick turned all their ass into clowns. Voila. That's what he did. One day I'm going to give Kendrick. He worked that magic, bro. That's right. All of them from that dark side. You're going to slay your ass. See that? They're going to slay your ass and then put a disappearing at. Where Jay-Z at? Where Kendrick? Where Drake at? Where they at? Any trending topics? Any latest pictures? Where they at? Nope. Everybody you see in this picture from LA, if they ain't got no fucking money, you ain't going to never see their ass again. LA getting wiped out. Wiped out. Just saw it today. The biggest world event in American history. 2028. By that time, I predict they're probably going to be showing the first commercials of flying cars by then. That's what I'm assuming. I already saw the flying cars. I already see, but meaning I already see as of now. Last thing I saw, they were trying to perfect it, but they already got it. They already got the car that can drive, fly, and hover on water. They already got that. The thing is it going to be standard? And I know it's coming soon. Meanwhile, you're not going to see nothing new to the old people going. They say they can't bring out no new technology till the idiots are gone. We're not going to have no shootings when cars are flying, because then y'all going to want to be Grand Theft Auto in the sky. Y'all going to be robbing people for hoverboards. No, we can't bring out the new technology till these fools go. Because in the new world, it's going to be millions of dollars worth of technology in the streets every day. Everybody's going to have tech. So any given time in the streets, it's going to be millions of dollars worth of tech. Everybody in New York will have Oculus. They're going to have this, that. There's going to be so much money in these streets. We never going to have to worry about nobody snatching people products, beating people up for iPhones, broke-ass motherfucker. Can't put a phone on their name, still on the phone, trying to pawn and shit for some drugs, weed and shit. This is the first generation got turned out by weed. Hippies had a lot of weed. This generation was struggling with weed. That's why their ass got to go, because they don't know. Some states got weed legal. You got people. This is how beautiful some people's life is, y'all. So some of y'all got a miserable life. I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm just letting you know you can live a better life, right? You ain't got to be rich. Let me tell you how good some people living right now we speak. Some people live in states where they can smoke weed all day. It's legal. They work from home. So you got some people that's smoking weed from home and working, getting a paycheck. Then they ain't got to do shit. Order whatever they want, do whatever they want, go wherever they want, and do the same shit again tomorrow. Because there's some people life set up like that. Did you ever think you have a job in America where you actually working and smoking weed and getting paid at the same time? Told you that, man. Some people on the internet playing. There's some people been working from home and they've been getting money chilling ever since. You still gotta run out and rush out traffic. My car. Or some people sit at home working like this, chilling, smoking the weed. They at work smoking the blunt while they cooking breakfast. That's some people's life. So when I tell you, everybody don't hate their life, y'all. Some people love their life, y'all. You know why? Because they wasn't listening to rap and they made it like that. Or when I say, let me clarify when I say listen, because I be doing that a lot. I got my own slang. When I say listen, I really mean getting brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? When I say don't listen to me, certain shit, like don't listen to a person, really mean, I really be saying, don't follow that person, what they say. I really be saying, hear them and let it go out one ear. So I got to have it. I'll say, man, when I say don't listen to people or don't listen, don't believe what they say, what I really mean. Don't believe what they say. You get what I'm saying? If I say don't listen to me, I'm saying don't believe what I say. That's really what I be saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I be having to catch myself. My slang be different. All right? So anyway, I'm just saying that to let you know. Like in the story, everything was by choice, y'all. It's just that when they get them deals, they don't have no clue. But I'm going to tell you this real shit with Raven-Symoné make it worse for her, which I didn't get to. What make it bad for the child star is the parents sell their ass into this shit, y'all. If she got sold into this at 5, 6, that's all they know, y'all. So I'm telling you, it's called trap for a reason, y'all. Raven-Symoné been abused just like Orlando Brown, but she ain't gonna tell nothing. How you know the facts of Hollywood is the truth? Because Orlando Brown told us, Raz-B told us, but none of the child stars came out and admitted it. Get it? None of the child stars came out and admitted it, which means they're all still under control. Bow Wow, all of them. Which means they still deal with the trauma. Because remember, when you didn't face the trauma, you still deal with the trauma. Y'all not getting it. All these child stars are now 40s now. They're lunatics. They're psychos. They're not right, y'all. They can't get out. All right? Raven-Symoné is now weirdo. All right? Because she is telling these lies. Because remember, thank you very much, Kay. They have the blacks, woman, they have to be freaks, not that. They have to keep the narrative of the abuse, abuse, abuse. Every black woman got to have a story about how they got abused. RAPE or beat up, domestic violence, and have that shit be lies. Because it's a gimmick. They got to do that. That's their gimmick. Because some of them got to cater to the woman that don't like men. That's her job. Her clientele, her fans are women that don't like men. So she got to sell them shit. All right? Raven-Symoné been out her whole life in Hollywood. Out for years. We've never heard this story. Raven-Symoné calls late father abusive and his death freeing after he pressured her to get breast implants. Talking about her dead father. Allegedly. But you didn't say that when he was alive. No, you're lying. You're making up stuff, Raven. Like I said, look, check it out, y'all. This is how she exposed herself. Even if it is true, she'll tell us about her father, but she won't tell us about what Hollywood did to her ass. Told you, when the Me Too movement came, the Hollywood shit, you're going to see not one black face wanted nothing to do with none of that shit. Not one, because they know. They ain't want to lose no jobs, y'all. And I tell you, all them blacks got abused. It's for money. They got abused. So what I'm trying to tell you is, Raven-Symoné is sitting here telling us about her father, but she didn't tell us what the whole Hollywood did to her ass and what she had to do since the Bill Cosby days. So that's why I'm proving it's full of shit. Guess what else? Tamara Hall, another one. Let me show you the narrative, black woman. You got to tell stories of trauma and pain like Mary J. Blige. Or orchestrated, fake. Inside talk show queen, Tamara Hall, domestic violence battle 20 years after brutal murder of stepsister. Trauma, abuse. Black women get abused. All black women get abused. Abuse, abuse. They love abuse. Did they just say that the other day? Kekepalmer on the platform. Jonathan Mays, what? Abuse, abuse, abuse. All right? Jada Pinkett, August Alsina, abuse. August Alsina been blackballed from the industry after Jada Pinkett Smith entanglement, abuse, sexual abuse. All right? They were running trains on that young man. They're about 20 years older than them. Goddamn it, Jada older than me, fool. They were running trains on that young boy. Both of them ruined their career. Abuse, abuse. LeBron James get you fired. Abuse. Huh? Abuse. Soulja Boy in court owes $75 million. Abuse. Hip-hop. Black culture, rap culture is abusive culture of idiot and weirdos. That's the narrative. I don't believe it. That's what they say, though. I think they got proof, too, y'all. You getting it? So what am I showing you? What you got today, the end of an era, which means what? No more glory. Those days are over with, y'all. Those days are over with. That's all I want y'all to know. All right? The end of an era. Then to show you the era you was in was all fake and all connected. Because no matter which way you went or was going to go, you was never going to escape the reality of who run this shit. The industry. If people knew this back then, they would have never been trying to get a deal. People could have said they life. They were trying to get deals. Guess what, bro? You was never going to get a deal. And if you got a deal, you was always going to be sidekick. Never going to be a superstar. Never. Here's the proof. Whatever proof we got, New York, there were fake beef in the whole rap game. They never, ever had beef. That was all New York gimmick. After the East Coast, West Coast beef became the popular money-making gimmicky trend for all gangster rappers. You now know that gangster rappers had to promote for you to what? Okay, you're going to jail. Then you will clearly see a lot of y'all was in jail during this whole run. People that was free, you will see the whole time these rappers were rapping, what was happening? Beef in the streets, war in the street, right? Every single one. They went from New York, then where they go at? Atlanta. Where they go to Atlanta? After this show. What else happened at this show? Diddy smacked Jay-Z on his ass. That's how I knew Diddy ran all their ass. The proof is this. They never wanted to come together in the public eye. So remember when I told you they be cool behind the scenes? But the trick is never be cool on camera. When I say shit like, don't be surprised if 50 and Rick Ross cool, dummy. Because in New York, we were brainwashed that they don't have beef the same way to this day. You still think Jim Jones and Cameron had beef with Jay-Z, but that's not true. How could Jay-Z have beef with Jimmy and Cameron when the whole time he was paying their ass on Def Jam, dummy? He owned their music to this day. He still get paid on Jimmy and Cam to this day. No, that was a New York front fake thing when beef became popular. Even though y'all knew Beanie and Jada was tight, because Jada was under Diddy, Beanie was under Jay. Y'all knew they all was family, but they gave you fake beef. Because we didn't want to accept the fact it was wrestling. They ain't never said this shit was real. We thought it was real. So keep it real. No, they all was cool. Because after New York lost the crown, y'all, when they knew it was over for New York, that's when they knew they had to come together and do this and stick together. They didn't come together till after New York lost the game. So this was the proof they always could have been together. Also, if I want to get technical, Chris Lighty was alive. He was the connection. Who else was the major connection of the whole shit? Steve Stout. Steve Stout, Jay-Z, man. Steve Stout, 50 Cent, man. Steve Stout, Diddy, man. Steve Stout, Nas, man. That's my proof. Steve Stout is the proof they never had beef. It was for the stupid-ass fans to believe it and the dumb-ass entourage to go to jail and kill each other. That's what happened. Then you'll see Prodigy went against them because he wasn't with them. All right? He always told you the truth. Even though Prodigy was a little punk too. He was who he was, but when he spoke about certain people, he always told the truth. You're going to see Prodigy always on Jay-Z ass. Jay-Z never addressed his ass once. Because Jay-Z, remember when Prodigy was running shit, when he was trying to get a damn record deal, and Mobb Deep was really fucking people up. He know that. All right? Like another thing with Mobb Deep, people want to talk that shit, but if them niggas caught you slipping, your lights out. Huh? That's just the truth. And everybody know that in New York. That's why I say it's mad history in New York. People be fronting and lying. They know at this time, if Mobb and them come in the club, they deep and they know guns on deck, and you done. You finished. Jay-Z knew that. That was going down back then because they were rapping and fighting for New York supremacy. But when it was all said and done, New York got divided and conquered themselves, and you're going to see they didn't get the game since. So once again, New York, be proud. Jay-Z a billionaire from New York. Diddy a billionaire from New York. 50 Cent made it from New York. Where New York at now? Or where the people at there help make them rich? Where they at now? Huh? Where's the power? You got the proof of an era that's gone. You got the proof when you had the throne and everything was good. But you're going to see after this shit, everything went somewhere else. And that was the plan to get what we got now. The end of an era. All right? All of them shit. This whole movement, I give it starting 2000. The fly, glitz, glamour, when hip-hop started being rich, this the era where it started from. Y'all talk about hip-hop dead, they killed hip-hop when they made it rich. Even though Jay-Z's career started off using Biggie bars, even though when he started, he had the hottest rappers in the world at the time, Foxy Brown, DMX, Ja Rule. Even though he had the nastiest rappers from Philly with him on the underground, Beanie, Oskino, Emilio, the rest of them. All right, stop it. All right, you ready to grow up? I'm done. Let me start acting fake mad. I'm about to be out. On that note, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm about to get some to eat. I'll come back. Matter of fact, I might leave the shit live. Just do it. Fuck it. Just leave the shit going. Who up? How does the chat? One more time, y'all. See that? See Granny? You see Granny and Levi's? Look at Granny and her Levi's. Granny got them Levi's. Huh? She wants you to wear Levi's because what? She wear Levi's. And then the corny ones on top of that? No, it's no more excuses. They didn't know that camera was there, y'all. That's how they really dress. That's how they really dress. It's no mistake. Somebody was always sneak recording their ass. See that? And then, like I said, here's the proof. Jay-Z and them came in the room. Ain't nobody come to them. They had to go to them. See that? That means she had to give them hugs. Ain't nobody get up and run to her. They stood there like, y'all gonna come to me? And after they come to her, I guess she said, fuck it. You feel me? It's in the picture, y'all. Tell you it's all in the picture. Because somebody recorded it like that. I told you, these people, they know how to do this shit. They know how to make it where you are somebody, they're gonna take a picture, make you like you nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They made them come in like they were spooky and scared and corny, and they were just, you know what I'm saying? No, and Beyonce, no, she better put that rainbow hat on. Put that rainbow hat on, you come see the queen. All right? That's right. No king and queen shit. That's only for cameras. Do that shit in real life, I have to be in trouble. Yeah, you gonna see that. Ain't nobody come kiss their ass because they know who runs shit. Yep. So on that note, y'all, don't think the Kardashians ain't behind taking their ass out too. The truth is, y'all, honest God truth, I think everybody's against Jay-Z anyway. He's the only one that's not industry. Kanye West mother was somebody. Beyonce mother somebody. Kim Kardashian mother was somebody. I'm telling you, y'all, they all industry. He not. He gonna be the one, y'all. Trust me. Now you got to prove what he did to those kids. You love Jay-Z so much. Well, why don't you help pay this goddamn tuition for them kids, man? Because he out here doing bad. What? He told him it was free. He a billionaire. He couldn't even pay for it. Wow. And his wife wear Levi's. He a billionaire, really. I wish I was a billionaire. My wife got on Levi's. I wish so. Hey, if that's what you want to wear, you can wear them. But I'm just saying. You better not take no picture of that shit. All right. Other than that, that's right before Diddy smacked him on the ass. Bow. That's what was he doing? You got the proof now, y'all. He was trying to be like Kanye. He was taking Kanye's swag. He was trying to be Kanye. He's a cornball. On that note, we're going to get out of here. All right? We're going to get out. Salute the Freeway, man. He just kept Freeway around because Freeway had the goons with him. All right? He know he had fell out with Beanie. And he know Freeway knew his secrets. That's about it. Thank you very much, K-Cell, OG. Everybody, salute. Everybody that's in attendance, everybody catching this replay. What's up, Lorena? He said she look hard. No, that ain't a little hard. You need to say that about Dr. Dre girl, his wife. That's what I'm. Yup, salute to Dre, man, for being happy, man. Because he's happy. View Star, what's up? What's up, Tamara? We about to close out. Punches, what up, bro? Natural, everybody in the back. Let's go. All right, Smoke. On my opinion, that is a fact. Just entertainment, y'all. That's it. What's up, V? What's up, V? We're going to close out, y'all. What's up, Laura? We're going to close out. I got more coming. Y'all stay tuned. It's Thursday already. But between these next days, we going in. And y'all already know we're going to do it at members only. So I'm saying Friday, we're going to kick back. You know how we do. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. On that note, everybody enjoy their day. Now you know why he said they not like us. Because they different, y'all. They different. But they all gonna stick together though. So they know who Dre with, but they'll never say nothing because they respect it. In their world, that is women. That's all, you know what I'm saying? All women, y'all. That's it. So yeah, y'all, they all know what's up with this shit. And they all knew y'all was asleep, especially Cali. They knew all y'all was stupid when Snoop Ben did this. Snoop did this about 2018, 2017. I've been doing Snoop did this. That's why I say I've been on this internet just laughing at all y'all, man. I've been laughing at all of y'all. Because I knew, right? A lot of y'all would just go to what you see and hear. I always did my own research before I did content. That's why when I started doing content, I already knew all this shit was easy for me. Yeah, because I used to laugh at people believing in this shit. I was laughing at LA, still believing in Snoop, even though Snoop Ben took this picture with Caitlyn Jenner a long time ago. Letting us know what's up. Okay? Like I tell you, they didn't always hide, they didn't always lie about shit. Snoop Dogg told you he was 187 on Undercover Cop because he the one that was deep cover. He told you he was deep cover. Dre told you he was deep cover. Dre still deep cover. He deep cover with his wife. Right in your face. Deep cover, fool. Deep cover. You don't even know what's going on. He in the game deep. And that shit, deep. Deep cover. Low key, man. DL. Deep cover mean down low, fool. They all down low. They all deep cover. They all down low and they all cops. Simple, y'all. Program. You know what it is. We out. One. Levi's, Evils, yeah, that's why I say, y'all, everybody got to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? I went through that already. I'm about to say it's a withdrawal. It's a withdrawal of a drug. It's like you take every drug mixed up in one, alcohol, all that shit. It's like you on all this stuff. And it's a withdrawal. It is a process of getting off this stuff. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. It is. I feel like I don't think nobody probably love rap more than me. I don't. If you love rap more than me, you have to actually prove that shit. And if me and you was to go word for word, who love rap the most, you have to prove it. And I know I probably could prove I love rap more than you. I'm trying to tell you that, y'all. That's why I got the power to do this shit. Because I love this shit. I was brainwashed a lot. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But like I said, it's part of growing up, y'all. This shit is no different from you not believing in Christmas no more. Ain't no different. Same shit. Meaning the whole thing is not, it has what we're talking about, y'all, is nothing to do with the music. We're looking at all of the stuff the music gave them and power to do. That's what we're looking at. We also are looking at, it was never about the talent. We're not talking about LeBron James' talent. We talk more about him not being all this other shit. Jay-Z, it's not about it. What I say, the problem is when the internet came out, they reversed it, y'all. Before it was the music. Then we go run watch the video. If I don't like your music, I want to hear that shit. It was the music in the video. They flipped it. They made the video more important than the music. They made the video, they made LeBron more important than the game of basketball. They reversed everything, man. That's what they did. He got a school. OPRAH got a school. Where's the kids? Where's the graduation rates? DIDDY had a school. Jay-Z had schools. Where's the kids with the graduation rates? Where's the proof?